I'm Tim, and I'm playing as the Halfling Druid Holt Argan.
I am Kylan, playing Ambriel Arcas, the Paladin Swashbuckler.
I am Trevor, playing Jethro the Goliath Barbarian.
I'm Jodine. I'm playing Saga of Stonegate.
And I'm Larissa. I am playing Arlen Cadmus, the Genasi sorceress.
Alrighty, and I am Mike the GM, and this is the Saga of Stonegate. Alrighty, so you settle in for the evening under the little lean-tos that the druids were using. You notice that they're pretty messy. There are what looks like tattered, I guess, pelts and things that have been strewn around under these little lean-tos. You get the feeling that the druids probably didn't feel the cold, so they're not really warm. But of course, once Elias does Leomun's tiny hut, you're able to settle in there because he can adjust the temperature and it's pretty comfortable. Okay. You do have to kind of sweep the snow out and stuff like that and probably put blankets down, but at least you're not cold anymore.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Sounds great.
That's right, you're Goliath.
Some was my view. I don't know which is
You see Ambriel, who is part reptile.
So they should be cooling around the tent and like where the curtains open to stop the bounce of the weight, and then
Because I am the curtain.
umbrella between everybody so he doesn't funnel in.
Elias is going around there.
Literally sleeveless.
Elias goes, so, are you too hot? Are
It
you too
feels
cold?
good.
I can raise the temperature a little bit. Are you chilly? I can warm it up a little bit. Okay, let's warm it up a little bit.
Yes.
Surely.
Let's definitely do that.
I'm
So
Maybe we can have a warm part of the tent and a cold part of the tent.
It all has to be the same temperature, unfortunately.
You two can just stick your feet out or something.
And then when you're ready to go to sleep, he makes it opaque so it gets dark inside so you can all sleep. Because remember, there is no night or day around this place.
Oh, turn into a sheep.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I think it won't be warm.
Yeah, warm.
3 dog night. Summon your
Oh, yeah. Conjure animals?
conjure animals.
Now we're all warm.
Some of them, but it's all snakes. Oh, that's not what we needed. They're not warm at all.
Exact opposite. They're gonna leave
Friends,
Is this the right area for snakes? Where is
Not really. You'd probably get mountain goats. Of course, it'd be evil, dark
Oh, the
mountain
madness.
red eyes that whisper to you while you're sleeping. Do you remember when we used to play the online game, that MMORPG? We played it with Jeremy and Zach.
Oh,
Esso?
7 days to
Esso,
die?
yeah, Esso.
No, Esso.
And you remember you could get,
sorry.
one of the things you could get was a little black goat that had the red eyes that would whisper, and it would sit there and you'd hear it go, meh, meh, and then every once in a while it would go, meh.
That's funny.
I know what's wrong with my goat is possessed. Anyway, so you settle in. You settle in for the night. You begin changing the infusion so that you can make gauntlets for him. And so basically what you do is you take his gauntlets, you infuse them with the power, they become gauntlets of ogre power. So you have all 3 of the set. Make sure that you remember, well, I mean, your strength is probably higher than 18 anyway, so probably.
It's actually exactly.
Oh, okay, so, well, so no trade-off. And then, of course, you got the Belt of Hill Giant strength, which actually gives you a strength.
That's like 21.
Yeah, that's 20, 21. And then, of course, the Hammer of Thunderbolts. It's been a pretty restful evening. You're warm. It's nice that you're actually not cold for a few hours while you catch a little bit of shut-eye. After about 6 or 7 hours, Elias unopaques the Leomun's tiny hut and the light begins to shine in again. It's still snowing. It's still cold. You can see that actually while Leomun's hut has been there, that snow has banked up against it on one side because of the blowing of the wind and things like that. He releases the hut and the wind blows across you, the snow blows across you, you get all settled and ready to go again. Okay, yes ma'am, what?
The bars.
Not bars.
You got bars? Okay.
Everybody's got granola bars?
I think I've got one.
I don't have one written down, but is it an actual item or is it a custom item?
It's a thing that she does. And
Because
it's
she's a
It's a
chef.
cooking thing.
It's a chef thing. Because you have the chef feet.
Okay. Did you give them out to everyone or just you only?
I
gave out one?
give out 4
You can make 5
now.
because your proficiency bonus is 5.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. For
Okay.
each bonus. I get
I was
5.
trying to figure out where to put it.
So one for each of us.
Oh, sweet. So
Elias
that makes my life
Elias
easier.
doesn't want one, he doesn't eat granola.
That's right.
1, 2,
He only drinks wine.
5. So,
strict
makes
liquid.
sense.
Why you have to give them one of the
Only
most
such somewhat wine.
so every morning you guys will get a granola bar from me.
Sounds good.
That's fair. So you begin heading up the ravine that leads up to Kazak-tuul. There's no paths, there's no tracks, in the snow. It's cold, it's quiet. Again, eerily quiet. You don't even hear animals or anything. After about 3 or 4 hours, you emerge onto this wind-swept hilltop with snow everywhere. Though a lot of the snow has blown off and it's just down to the granite bedrock or whatever. There's a tower in the corner, and you can see ahead of you, kind of in the gloomy darkness, what looks like a moat, a big ravine, which would make sense if this was a huge castle. Moving forward,
Do we see anybody on the walls or anything like that? Anybody patrolling?
do not. In fact, when you look at the tower, it looks kind of ruined. Some of the crenellations have fallen in, some of the walls have holes in them. You don't think that there's anyone inside, or if there is, they're not showing themselves for sure. As you walk along the side here, you notice that the wall actually runs right up to the edge of the moat. So you're going to have to find a way into the gatehouse.
Because I'm challenged. Which is the moat for the stream thing? Or
The moat's right here. See where I'm going? So.
oh, okay. All right.
And so that shadow cast by the tower just from the positioning of the moon or whatever?
Right.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I guess whatever.
The
light
kind of
thrown.
indirect
Yeah,
light on the sky. Right.
Yeah. How tall are the walls?
About 30 feet.
Huh?
Which is pretty tall for a gatehouse, actually.
Yeah. Does anybody have like a grappling hook? Or, does anybody have a grappling hook first?
I mean, I can slide up there.
Oh, set the rope for us.
Yeah,
Just be careful.
yeah, sure. I could do that.
Get a big bird or something so you don't get like
Yeah, I'll
tossed about.
turn into some kind of bird that I've seen.
Alright.
We fly up.
When you fly inside, you notice that basically
we
there's
talked to
no.
it like that first section that like went and warned the people for us.
And actually wound up saving you guys bacon when you got there. So when you fly over the wall, you notice that there's no ceiling. It's basically 4 walls, 2 towers. One of them has kind of a pointed roof, another one has a flat roof where you could actually station troops. And then there's stairs that basically run inside the wall. Underneath this wall right here, you can see where I'm wiggling stuff right there.
Yeah.
It's actually where the gate is.
If I swoop down, can I see that it's possible to like open it from the inside, or?
You're not sure. When you swoop down, you can tell that there is it looks like a chain and winch system and pulley system that's right up underneath here. The problem is it looks really rusty and it's frozen. There's water all over it. So you might be able to open it if you turn back into a human or
Right.
something with opposable thumbs.
Right.
But yeah.
In that case, I will fly over there and then turn into a person,
Okay, you're right there.
and I will try to open the gate with the mechanism.
Give me a strength check.
Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
That's what I'm good at.
I'll let you use athletics if you'd like to.
Just no, if that'll help me too.
Otherwise, you're going to have to possibly come up with a different way of doing it, which is possible.
I've got some ideas. If this doesn't work, let's.
How does it look, Holt?
11.
It's not going to quite do it. It's still frozen. Probably there's too much ice on the
So what kind of
pulley system.
gate is it? Is it like a?
There's more costs.
Okay.
You think he's dead?
Is
not
that
sure.
stairs that goes up
Yeah, it's hard
to the
to
top of the
feel
wall?
out.
Yes.
But no clashing of weapons either.
In that case, I'll just go back up the
It
stairs
was just a fish.
and I'll call down to them.
One shot can take
Hey
it down.
guys,
Oh, there he is.
couldn't get the gate open, so we'll go back with the plan you had, and I'll tie some rope and drop it down to them.
Right, drop it down. I'm not going to make you roll to climb the rope. I mean, I think you're supposed to roll with advantage, but anyway. You eventually all get up on top of the wall and with the stairs running down, and you're inside this gatehouse. Inside the gatehouse, you can definitely tell it's ruined. Some of the ceiling has fallen in on the towers in the corner. You can see holes in the wall. None of them are really big enough to climb through. They're all like little holes or areas where the arrow slits have been eroded away. So it looks like this gatehouse has not been used in a long, long time. The big thing you notice, however, is that there's a drawbridge that's going across the moat right here. Unfortunately, about 30 feet out into the moat, it has collapsed, and so there is no way across.
How far is the other side of the moat from
about 80. Well, here, let's look. That's a good question before I start just spouting off gibberish.
From where it's broken.
Right. So here's where it's broken off. Goes about 20 feet out into the moat. It's probably 25 feet from the other side. Now, the entire distance across the moat is about 30 feet. And it's approximately 30, 40 feet deep. In the bottom of it, there's no water, though. It's frozen. There's ice. So it looks like technically there is water, but it's stiff water, so you can walk across on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I go out onto the moat as far out as it goes and just test it to see if is it like solid in that area? Make it a tightrope and y'all can just.
Well, actually, it's pretty easy to get down to the moat because of the way the drawbridge has collapsed. You can literally walk down the pieces of wood that are there. Getting up the other side is going to be a little more tricky because it is almost a sheer surface, as you would want your boat to be. But down here on the frozen water, it actually seems like it is frozen. It's maybe all the way to the bottom. Because when you hit it, it doesn't crack, it doesn't do anything. It's solid.
So from the surface of the stiff water, just looking up, about how far is it to get to
The other side?
the other side?
About 30 foot straight up.
30
water.
foot straight up. Okay.
Well, I have this technique. I can turn into a bird again. Fly up there.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Okay.
Just when I was about to turn into a bird again.
Hear about the regular perception check or?
Ooh, that's a low roll I got.
Perception.
I got a pretty decent roll.
I have a +10, so and mine was
Oh, +7.
mine was not that great.
I got a tree because I was flood 0.
I got 14.
14's good.
I got a 14.
14's good.
I got a 22.
22's very good.
-3.
Where my bird? I got a 19.
Okay. If you got higher than a 10, which is all of you except for Satra, who is probably still checking all of her food stuff, making sure it's not messed
Looking
up.
for roaches.
That's right, looking for roaches, because there's already been one around here.
Well, some people eat them, so we need protein.
It's true.
Wow, okay.
Stop
You're on your own
really
there.
Look, she's breaking out into all kinds of things now that she knows.
Maybe
I'm with
Maybe
you.
if I was-
Maybe
if I was a bird, I would eat it, but right now I'm not. So good.
Yeah.
Well, the perception check was as you kind of step down onto the icy moat, you notice underneath the ice these frozen faces, and they look like giants. So you're thinking that maybe some giants died in the moat, and then of course the moat froze, and yeah.
How do the giants look? Like they still have flesh or the skeletons?
No, they're still have flesh, but you know if they've been frozen down there for 1,000 years, you might not know.
Well, yeah, but that means they didn't drown, time passed, and then it froze over. That means it froze over before they could decay.
Well, they do seem to have injuries and wounds on them, so it looked like maybe they were killed and maybe thrown into the moat or something like that.
Okay. Did we find out how long it's been frozen up here?
Nobody ever said.
Nobody's ever seen it.
But how big do you
Yeah,
have
you
to be
never
to
asked.
throw down
There wasn't.
a wall?
He probably would be just another giant, maybe.
Right.
I mean, at that point, it might be debatable whether or not it was thrown over a wall. It could have just been on the bridge when it fell.
True.
There.
Bunch of fat giants. Makes sense.
That's not the draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many giants.
You know, you would think that your giant engineer would plan for giant physiology, but you know, sometimes it's just
Well, engineers only 80%. You know, you only got to be within 80% of what you really need. So there you go.
That's right.
And this was not.
Oh, that being said, though, we're looking down here, seeing these giant faces, and like, oh, how many giants does it look like we could see from here?
It's hard to tell, primarily because you can see that there's probably near the surface about 5 of them.
Okay.
But there might be others further down,
Yeah.
and it's very hard to see through the ice.
That's right.
So there could be 10 or 15, you just can only see really 5 of them that are near the surface.
All right.
Can you
Cool.
make an ice bridge? You do stuff with ice,
I
right?
can. I think I can actually. Let me see here.
While she's consulting her abilities, in the gatehouse little fort area right there, Is it possible to get into the tower that was in the corner?
The doors are off the hinges or they, falling apart. So yes, they're big gaping openings. They're about 8 to 10 feet tall. You don't even have to duck your head.
Fantastic. Can I go poking around for?
Sure. Which one do you want to do? The round tower that has the...
And the round towers are the one I was thinking first. Yes.
When you start looking in there, you notice that it's basically just a big round room around 20 feet in diameter. There's not a whole lot there. You see some stone stairs that are running up the tower, and alongside the stone stairs, you can see what look like arrow slits. Probably at some point there were some other floors in here that were made of wood, because you can see stones jutting out from the wall where probably you would have sat the lumber.
Like a board.
Right, but there's no floor anymore. So instead, all you see are just these stairs that go all the way up the tower about 60 feet and then kind of stop maybe 10, 15 feet below the top.
Okay.
The roof, however, the wood, you can see that there's wood supports underneath it, but it looks like the roof is made of slate or something like that. So it's not a wooden pointy roof. It's made of actually slate or stone, which, is probably a good idea. If somebody was going to shoot flaming arrows at your tower, you wouldn't want to have wood.
That's fair. Going up to the roof, does a stairway actually go all the way up to the roof?
It does. And it's the stone, it's kind of set into the wall, so you can follow it all the way up. Again, it stops about 15 feet from the top, and you look around, you can see that there's arrow slits in pairs around the wall, spaced probably about every 10 feet. So that would be where you could shoot down at people or cast spells down at people or whatever you want to do.
Okay, interesting. But nothing really to know, just kind of a big tower with lots of...
Lots of dirt, lots of stone. You can see pieces of stone that maybe come out from the walls or lying on the floor, and a lot of little pieces of lumber that possibly when the lumber collapsed it was there. But even a lot of that's gone. So
Right.
and it's very cold because it's stone.
So,
I can make a bridge, however, depending on how long we need the bridge to be, it might take a little bit of doing. Essentially what I can do is I can open the decanter of endless water, I can spray it, I can freeze it in a 5-foot cube. It's a cantrip, so I can continuously cast it, but I can only do it 5 feet at a time.
Okay.
So basically, if you just follow me, I can walk and spray and freeze and spray and freeze.
It better be very close.
Yeah.
I could just fly up there and tie the
It'll stay
rope.
frozen. It's not going to melt. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
it's not gonna melt.
Well, you have enough more of those you can do for later if we need it, though.
Nope.
Okay. We may want to save it, but it's up to you.
Hang
How
on
you'd
to
like
that.
to proceed.
Hang on to that.
Just in case you'd be a T-Rex or something.
I think we can do the ice bridge.
You know what, in all
Black
honesty,
bear.
I could probably
Polar
throw
bear?
you.
That sounds painful.
He could probably throw me up there.
You could eat you very much. So, are you going to do the ice bridge then?
If that's the most economical decision, then yes, I can do the ice bridge.
All right, so you start at the middle of the collapsed drawbridge and begin spraying water with decanter endless water and then freezing it solid. It's actually going faster than you realize, probably because it's cold here, and so it's not hard to get that water to freeze. And so you're able to do a little bit more than 5 feet at a time, probably closer to almost 10, because it is so cold.
It's literally like that scene from Elsa where she's making this.
Stairs or whatever. Yeah.
You're not.
I'm making it pretty.
Was it Frozone from the?
Yeah.
Yeah. You do the Frozone thing.
Yeah.
Super soup. So you build this ice bridge across. It takes probably 15, maybe 20 minutes, but nothing untoward happens. It's very quiet. Again, eerily quiet.
And
And cold.
you're saying there like faces of giants beneath the frozen
Right.
water beneath. Does it seem
Seems like one of those water things that is just around.
like, are they asleep or do we know what's their deal?
Well, they do have wounds in them,
Frozen
so
to
they
death.
seem like they were killed and
The
dropped
hood
there.
is-
Are there
Okay, I'm
other
just making sure they're not ice giants, you know? And this is just them taking a little nappy nap.
This first. Grab us and eat us.
I mean, that being said, I was definitely thinking of like woolly mammoth stuck in ice kind of thing.
Yeah.
We walk over the thing and we're like, oh man, that sucks for those guys. We walk back and just
We
I've been
we hear like war drums, but that's actually just the beating hearts of the
Oh God, I'd be scared.
terror.
One more question about the ice bridge that she just made.
Mhm.
Is it going to be like semi-rough, or is it going to be something that we could potentially like accidentally slide off to the side if we?
Don't give the GM ideas.
Hey, the GM gets these on his own. I'm just trying to stop it before
I'm
it happens.
imagining that I'm creating some bumpers.
She's making some little ankle
A
rails.
footboard.
Yeah.
When you cross the ice bridge, you come into this huge open area. You actually can't see.
Did we learn what type of giant this was?
Giants.
Well, she never really said, but she did tell you that there used to be 4 rulers of this citadel, and that basically over time they decided that they were betraying each other, and all of them died except for him. Probably he killed them, but nobody's really sure. When you look at the open courtyard, you can see it actually doesn't have very much snow because it kind of is shrouded away from the winds. There's lots of openings into other buildings. No doors, just openings. They're just gaping, dark openings. You can see something kind of in the middle of the courtyard. You're not exactly sure what it is. It looks like it might be a big wooden or a big stone, I don't know, gate. And you notice that this stone or wooden, I don't know, edifice, whatever it is, that there's something hanging from it, oddly kind of round, or maybe, it's really hard to tell until you get closer.
Like an object or something?
Some object hanging from it,
Like
right?
a
Hey, you guys see this? I say as I walk towards it.
Okay, there you go.
Alright.
Sounds like a whole thing.
I would like to stealth.
Okay. Give me
Just
something.
you?
I'm not.
Well, he's
Y'all
going
can
to.
follow suit or not.
I'm going to, instead of pass without a trace, I'm going to pass with a trace.
And cast it just on me.
Yeah. I do the opposite, pass without a trace on you.
Yes.
Trace his
I do
path.
my stealth.
That's what I cast on you.
That's just trespass.
Alright, I have a 25.
Okay. You are very sneaky. He disappeared. Now, there's lots of shadows to hide, so it's not hard for you to find somewhere like.
Oh.
So as you get closer to this stone arch, and it's probably 10 feet tall, you notice that what's hanging from the archway looks like a bell.
Oh,
Interesting thing about this bell is that it is not corroded. It is still very, very shiny. It's just because of the fact that there's not a whole lot of light around, you couldn't tell. You don't think it's made of iron.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's anything possibly magic up there?
Do you think people might toll this bell for their lost ones?
So you know, bring it until we know for sure. I rolled a 19.
A 19 for your Arcana? When you get closer to it, you're thinking, I've seen this metal before. It almost looked like mithril. But there's something about maybe the way it's reflecting the light that is it's not exactly right. Mithril has kind of very silvery sheen. This has got a little bit more of a bluer sheen to it. But it looks like mithril. And when you get up closer to it, are you going to touch it? It's cold, so don't lick it, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, I might just touch it a little, but I'm not gonna. I'm attempting not to ring it.
Right. Oh, no, I gotcha. But it does have a clapper underneath it, so you could bring it. And you actually notice that on the ground by it is what looks like a stick that's broken into 2 or 3 pieces, probably that was used to hit it. But of course, the stick's broken, so you can't really use it. I mean, I guess you can use a little tiny piece of it if you wanted to. But
So I still have to
you got a 19, you said?
19.
Give me another roll. This stuff is really
Arcana?
good. Arcana. This stuff is really rare.
This is a dirty 20.
Okay. You're thinking about it. Where have you heard of some kind of mithril or something like that? And you remember something called true mithril that was created by a mixture of copper, mithril, platinum, and silver. And they called it, I think they called it like T-Stang or Telstang or Telstar. You can't remember exactly the name of it. And the interesting thing about this metal is it's very fragile. So if they were ringing it with a bell, they just had to, barely touch it or it might shatter. But the big thing that was interesting about it was Telstar, or whatever the stuff is called, would prevent people from being polymorphed or disintegrated or petrified or paralyzed because it would not allow your body to change while it was touching you. So people would what you heard people do with this metal is that they would turn it into a brooch or a ring, and that would prevent them being polymorphed or all of those other different
Man,
things.
that's right.
But-
Is the clapper made of this as well?
It is. It is.
Satra,
Yeah.
if I were to get that piece out of that bell, do you think you could make some rings out of it?
Oh, you're absolutely sure.
Yeah. How big of rings do you want?
Well,
Just regular sized rings, probably, but I
Like rings we wear on our hands, or
Well,
rings to?
this type of metal is used to prevent the forcible
polymorph.
morphing of your body.
Oh, okay.
To kind of maintains your true form when you're in contact with it. So it could be very useful if we were to make something out of a piece of it.
Sounds good.
Does that mean
Yeah.
if Holt wears it, he can't wild shape?
That is correct. He could not wild shape.
But he could still take the ring off and then it'd be fine.
Right.
Okay.
And the interesting thing about it is this metal, while it's kind of magical, it's not really magical, so it doesn't require a tool. You just have to have it touch you.
Okay. Yeah, no, but I can definitely do that.
If you get just the clapper, the clapper's probably this long. It's probably about 6 inches around, at least at the bottom. It kind of tapers down. It has like a little round thing. When you grab it, that's probably maybe 100 pounds of this metal.
Okay.
Now remember, this stuff is made from mithril, copper, platinum, and silver. So you're talking about something that is pretty crazy valuable. It's got a lot of very precious metals in it.
I don't see us being able to transport the whole bell, but the clapper itself is
You got that, Olin.
How,
water.
No, yeah, I
how
could, but
heavy do you think the bell is? You being one of more
I mean,
strong.
I thought it was
It's big.
larger than
It's
me.
big. It-
as
yes.
a person.
Well, it's probably as tall as you are. Satra could probably hide underneath it because it's about this thick all the way around. It probably weighs somewhere around 1,000 to 2,000 pounds.
oh, it was under
It's about a ton. It's
I
heavy.
mean, we could, provided we complete our mission here, we could come back and try to disassemble it and all of that sort of thing. But you know,
How much did you say it weighed?
feel like
About 2,000 pounds.
Wait,
1,500 to
but
2,000.
if you throw it into a bag of holding, does it have any weight?
The
Yes.
bag of holding can only hold.
Like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
that's
something like that.
capacity.
We did it.
You can carry it, couldn't you?
Put it on the
Strap it to
sled.
your back.
My carrying capacity is 1,500 pounds. My push dragon lift is 3,000.
You drag it behind you.
Yeah.
Put it on a sled or something.
Well, this is actually pretty fragile, so you might want to cut it in
Right,
half,
yeah, that's
and then
good.
you fold it in and put it on a sled. You have to find a sled from somewhere, which you could, you've got an artificer, she could probably make you one.
Plenty of wood and stuff like
Big ice sled.
That's right.
Shape water, freeze it, the pendulum mechanism so that it doesn't swing while we work on it.
Oh, good idea. Okay, so you're making sure it doesn't ring. Right.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to be sneaky, in other words.
So,
Okay.
do you have to touch it with something that's metal to make it ring, or I'm just trying to understand. You say it's very
The thing
special.
that was laid on the ground. It was just a wooden stick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the end of it was actually, looks like it may have been, well, it's deteriorated because it's been so long, but it looks like there was something on the end that you would strike it with.
Looking up at this large bell, what is hanging it in the archway?
Looks like there's a metal hasp at the top that is screwed into the top or something like that.
Made of the same metal?
You don't think so? Looks like it might be iron.
Okay.
Well, while they've been doing this, can I kind of like
Scout around the area?
stealthily make a perimeter and see exits, entrances, maybe
What's your
footpaths?
What's your passive perception?
I think 21.
Okay, we'll just do that. What you've noticed as you're walking around is that a lot of the buildings have just stone in them where stones have fallen out of the wall. Looks like broken wood from maybe what was tables or chairs or maybe even beds, but nothing is in there. You don't see any people. The corner over here, there's kind of a big open area that might have been a stable, but there's no ceiling to it anymore. You just think it's a stable because there's kind of little wooden stalls. And next to that, and you see leading out of this big courtyard, there's what look like two other bridges that are crossing another moat. So it looks like maybe the castle had other areas that were separated from it so that they could be compartmentalized defense or something like
Okay.
that. So you
You
see
could
two
cut
other
off certain-
bridges. Pardon?
You could cut off certain parts of it.
Right.
Yeah, I
So there's
remember
like
we
a main
saw
courtyard.
whenever we went to a thing, we saw like another like castle section that was like lower or something.
Right.
One time, so
Actually, once you say that, you notice that far away to the south, that's where the kind of the main part of the castle looks, and then to the west is where it looks like a smaller part of the castle. Above this part to the south, you think you see there's actually a raised section that's way up on the hill, and the reason you notice it is that there's a glow coming from that way up on the hill section. You're not sure what it is because it's so far away, but you think something's glowing up there. It's not really bright, but it's kind of a white glow that just emanates from something on the top of the hill.
you guys see that one? I point at that little palace section, castle section up there that's glowing. That's
Is it glowing to us that look at it?
Oh yes,
Oh.
right there. You all see it, and it's very dim glow. If he hadn't pointed it out to you, you might not have seen it because it's high enough up that's not really where you look, and you have
Right.
walls all around you. But just once you kind of get to the south where you can look that direction, yeah, there's a dimly glowing object way up on top of, almost like a mountain that was maybe the citadel was built around a mountainous area. You're not sure.
And there's a drawbridge that goes to it.
Well, there's a bridge that goes
Just a
from this
bridge.
area to the southern area where there's more citadel, and then maybe this is kind of behind that, so there might be another bridge. You're not real sure.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but maybe we should continue exploring this little thing. We can come back to the bell.
So you grab the clapper bug, right? Put it in your bag of holding. It's about 100 pounds. So yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I froze
Yeah,
it in
because I
place
got
so that
good luck. Me too. Yeah.
we can just take
Yeah.
the clapper for now and come back.
Well, you don't have to roll for it. You can certainly
I'll
get
just
it
put it in a
down.
bag of holding. Or
Yeah.
wait, how much does it weigh?
About 100 pounds.
Okay.
Give me a stealth check because you're trying to keep it quiet.
Okay.
You don't have to get a really good roll, but pretty much as long as you don't roll a nat 1, you're going to be okay.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 10.
Okay, you're fine. So you are making sure it doesn't make any noise. At one point, it looks like it's kind of going to swing, and Satra grabs it so it won't swing into the wall, and she catches it in time. And you pull the clapper down, she puts it in the bag holding, and yeah, it seems like everything's okay.
and I throw a rock. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I put like the cloth from my? Is my card up here with me?
The cart is still with the elves.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because we randomly teleported here. Not random.
No. You decided to teleport here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've kind of played World Hopper since
That's right.
arriving in the Shadowfell.
I was just wondering if I have like a piece of extra cloth that I can.
Maybe your backpack is
Yeah,
nice.
something to wrap it
Keep
in.
something
so-
like that. Just
No.
Clothing. I'll just take a
Take a
piece
cloak
of.
off. All good adventurers wear cloaks.
I'll
And
just
so
take
you
one
take
of
your
the
cloak,
little under tunic garment things and put it around.
Yeah.
wrap it in your underwear.
I was about to say that. Everybody take off your underwear.
Really.
Each person's underwear is going on. That's how we know it's safe.
This is not the kind of place where you want to go commando. No, it's a place for warmth in there. That cloak piece is chilling. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Shrinkage.
All
All
right, I
right.
got my jock straps.
Right. Maybe it's made of metal. All right. So you take it and put it in the bag of holding. All
Yeah.
right. Good deal. What are you going to do next? You haven't seen any other living creatures at all.
Okay.
The bridge is going
No
across
tracks or anything like that?
No,
Like
no.
recent tracks?
If there are any tracks, it might be a few like birds footprints, but there's no animals at all. I mean, no rats, no snakes. There's nothing living here.
Okay.
The bridge going across is not a drawbridge either. It's a stone bridge.
And that bridge is on the west side or the east side?
There's two of them. There's a bridge going this way and a bridge going that way.
And over on this side, over here to the east, is that buildings and stuff?
Okay, there's a long hallway.
Any doors or anything?
Big opening. Well, there should be a big opening there. If there is a door, I don't think it's put in place. In here, you see what looks like benches. They're all collapsed and broken.
Okay.
If you look in
It
here,
could be wood for a fire.
you can see what looks like maybe it was a kitchen.
Mm.
Of course, there's no barrels or anything like that, or food. It's just stone trough.
If
And,
there was, it'd be rotten by now.
Right.
The layout of this palace, is it like humanoid sized?
yes, if you were a giant. So
Oh,
think of
okay.
that all of these doorways are 12 feet tall, 15 feet tall. All of these walls are probably 20 feet tall.
Gotcha.
And the chairs are 10 feet tall. They're all giant sized.
So plenty of wood if we need a fire.
Right. Well, most of the wood is frozen, rotten, has fallen apart.
And we said that the glowing section was to the west or the south?
South. And here's the big stable, like I told you about.
Okay.
And then the exits, of course, are this way and then this way.
So do you guys think we should head towards the glowing thing? Also, the south is towards like the greater part of the castle, right?
Correct.
And so that's probably, the greater area. It's probably where
Yeah.
the guy would be if he's like a king or something.
Do you think there are any surviving members of the court, or is he just lone roaming this forest with his boneyards and shit?
I think we had the impression that he was probably just chilling, but that doesn't mean that he is.
I mean, this place looks in very bad disrepair, so I don't see anybody actually.
Well, you do remember that the Raven Queen told you that the ruler was mad.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's why I think she wants him gone, because he's insane. And so
He's probably killing
This,
the allies.
this madness was infecting the region, so we know there are people in the region, but just not here necessarily.
So the question is, do we head straight towards where there's the highest potential of this guy? Or do we head to the west and just get the whole lay of the land before we move on?
It might be good to get the whole lay of the land just in case there's surprises.
Nothing can sneak up on us from behind. It would be good to.
Yeah.
There are a few more buildings in this.
You never.
well, there's rooms, but they're not actually separate buildings because they're built into the walls. Right. So,
We're in an open courtyard.
for example,
Yeah.
over here is a big open area with, looks like maybe they had storage for the horses.
So I think the consensus is everybody wants to go west first. So
Okay. When you get to the edge, you notice that there are two round towers. They're just kind of open, and there are stairs going up, but they're just like the other tower was. There's no floors. They just go running right up to the top and then out up to the edge where there's crenellations. You figure there might have been a wooden ceiling up there at some point, but again, it's gone. The bridge is made of stone, looks pretty solid. As you come out to the middle of the bridge,
you see there's like a ramparts or something going around.
well, there's a funny looking contraption on both sides. Looks like you could hit it with a hammer and it would take out the keystones and then the bridge would collapse in the middle.
So the place we're going to the west that has the bridge, does this lead back to the wilderness?
Doesn't look like it. Looks like it leads into a huge
Another castle.
another castle.
Okay, but
All these big
they would collapse it on this side.
Well,
From what
they
we're
could,
seeing
they
so
could
far.
collapse either.
Yeah,
Whoever
we're on
got
the
to it
bridge.
could collapse it in the middle would fall out.
We're on the middle of the bridge.
Yeah, right.
There's
Basically, if
No,
something
yeah.
tries to chase us back this way, we might could use that.
You can definitely take it out.
Or
but people-
vice versa.
Right. Correct.
Kind of going back to that compartmentalized, like if they lose one area, they can just.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cut their losses and shore up the other side.
Crossing still.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, a bit.
I don't like how he
I
said
don't either.
that.
Hole in the wall here. And when you step out there, you see that again, you're in another huge courtyard. In the center of in the center of the courtyard, there's a well, frozen solid.
Oh.
Big stairs going up here. Looks like they went somewhere at some point, and there was a big wooden floor, but again, it's collapsed. Over here, you've got a couple more doors that look like they lead to other rooms. There's some doors this direction as well. So looks like a lot. And again, no wooden doors. They're just big gaping holes in the wall, about 12 feet tall, with giants can go through. Yeah.
Can I look at the well? Like down the well? I know you said that the water is frozen. Is there anything?
Well,
that
actually,
goes on?
you would probably have to walk up to it.
Yeah.
Once you walk up to it, you can see about 10 feet down, the water's frozen solid.
Is there any giants looking up out of it?
No, it's okay.
Just checking.
Interestingly enough, when you crossed the bridge to get here, you saw more dead giants underneath the ice.
Okay.
Looked like a bunch of bodies were thrown in the moat, and then it was frozen.
That's rough.
Mm-hmm. Any buildings to explore over here?
Yeah, you said there's a couple doors.
You can check
The
it.
well is frozen, you said?
Yes.
It is. It's frozen solid.
Like all the way down or just like a top layer?
You can check. It's only about 10 feet
Because
down.
I have shape water and I can freeze and unfreeze water. So
Okay.
can I make like a little
Sure.
fishing ice hole and see?
You start unfreezing it. You go about how far down?
I
you
can
go?
do like a 5 foot at a time
Okay.
too. So
What's
you
the
let me
range?
know.
Please.
No. That's what I'm
Range is
asking.
30 foot of me.
Okay.
You get on 5 feet and it's still frozen.
Mm.
Now you can continue.
Frozen solid.
Yeah, if it's 5 foot thick, then it's probably
Yeah,
pretty
yeah. It's
frozen.
not
Oh,
just
it's-
the top layer. It's
Right.
frozen all the way down.
Usually that top layer is only
Give
like.
me a perception check.
Perception.
All I'm hearing right now is actually you could thaw out some giants in the moat. So that's
Maybe they could help us.
Yeah. No. 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back, King.
All right. So over here,
Do I, being someone of the ice elemental variety, understand what could have frozen something solid going all the way down like that? That's not the usual.
it would have to be really, really cold for a really long time. And so, you don't have any sun coming up to warm things either. It's just kind of this indirect light. So there's very little warmth. I mean, the entire time you've been here, it's been kind of cool.
Okay.
Here, it's cold. I mean, really, really cold.
Like mystically cold or just the climate?
Just in climate, you think. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's magical. It seems like it might be an effect coming from the madness of the king. You're not sure.
Could be everything else.
This area is just a big open room. You're not even sure what it was used for. Another big room. This one looks like it was a storeroom. Again, all the shelves have fallen in, but you can see kind of what's left of the small parts of planks. There's no stores or no supplies or anything along those lines.
And then when we go up to the north side, there's anything up there?
It's got, again, a big square building. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. Hold on.
That's why I was scared. We just went in, but it could have been anything.
Right.
Oh, there's some stairs or something.
Stairs going up. Looks like maybe, again, it went to a second floor, but there's no wooden floor anymore. So
So it just goes to nothing. Basically. Gotcha. All right, let's head back to the south then, fellas.
oh, is there a couple more rooms to the north?
Oh, let's notice those. Ooh, that one's got a rug or something.
well, what it is, it's a round container where basically they could have stored water or maybe pitch or maybe burning sand.
So that's the totality of the secondary castle.
Right, the Western Keep, I guess would be what it was.
Interesting.
And this is the only way in is across this bridge.
Seems like, again, very empty. You haven't heard anything, seen anything.
Good.
Well, yeah, right.
That's a good thing.
Can
The
I
only thing you've seen are dead giants under the ice.
Yep, that's fine
Could I
as
do
well.
any sort of arcana check on the giant corpses, to see if
I think we have to get down into the moat at that point.
You would. But you did see the ones that were in the first mode. They looked like they had been stabbed or killed or something like that and then thrown in the mode.
I don't mind going down.
Okay.
If it's frozen over, you said.
Yeah, it is frozen.
All right, be ready to run. I don't know what's gonna happen. While you're poking around.
Why would anything
So
happen? They're
we're-
dead, frozen giants.
So we're going south. They're going to go back north.
Yeah.
And then
I told you let's leave the party. This is what I said at the beginning.
Far under the ice are they? Like if I can see them,
Maybe 5 feet.
so I could.
Maybe not even that. No, probably not even that far. Probably 2 or 3 feet.
Oh.
That's why you can see them.
I'm gonna clear one around the face of one.
Okay, so you come down to the moat right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna use shape water or 5 cube just to clear around the face of one, so I can get a better look. I want to see if I can tell like what types of giant they are. Maybe
Well, you head down there
it's
and you
undead
see
and
that
necrotic in any way.
these giants, you don't really recognize what type they are. So maybe there's some kind of giant race that's indigenous to the plane of shadows. You're not exactly sure.
Not familiar.
Swim down and like slap it. That's a good plan.
Are you going to remove the ice from?
Yeah,
Part of
moving
it?
the ice back from the face of one just so that I can.
You're kind of removing the ice and you can see that this one died with a big sword wound through his chest, or maybe a spear wound, some kind of bladed weapon. And you get down there, you remove the ice from his face, and the eyes snap open. Roll for initiative. Show me where you're set up
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, well, Holt and I are in the south part. And then
She's down.
All right, initiative. Initiatives, anybody above 20? I know you got a knack 20 hold, right?
I did, but it's 22 is my total.
Anybody above 22?
I have a 27.
Okay. What you see is this icy giant with a what's obviously a lethal wound, pulling himself up out of the ice.
Okay.
And you notice that at the same time, two others seem to be waking up and climbing out as well.
So they're actually breaking through the ice?
Correct.
See, we could have just ignored these guys. Oh,
Well, I was worried about them coming to get us from behind.
Do they seem just pissed off, or are they like
from below?
crazy? Like madness is instilled in them?
Well, I haven't said anything. Their skin and their flesh looks a little bit pallid. Their eyes are kind of dead white. So they haven't made any real noise besides just have a rah as they begin clawing their way up out of the ice.
How many?
It's 3. There's
3?
3. It's right there.
Oh, I see it.
And also right here. Right there next to your character.
Oh,
They're all right next to you. You're
love
lucky.
that. Love that for me.
I guess I'm gonna. Do I have to jump down? How far down is it to get down there?
About 20 feet.
20 feet. I could probably slide down. Something
Yeah,
like that.
flying.
Ah, silly that.
As a bonus action, you can take the motion.
So I'll move 5 foot and then slide
15.
down 20. Can I put an acrobatics roll to kind of like grab the wall and
Yeah, give me an acrobatics roll. Sure.
lightly, gently, possibly drop?
I cast slickness on him so that he doesn't get
Better? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Grease stealth.
I slide into the next campaign.
There you go.
17.
That would, yeah, easily.
Just kind of like one hand with my shield in front.
Right.
And then I'm going to go up to the giant and say, "We're not your enemy! Hold! We're here to slay the Mad King!"
Oh, you get no response, though he does turn towards you and begin readying this huge sword that he's got.
So it doesn't seem like he comprehended what I said.
You have no idea. He doesn't seem to be interested in what you're saying at all.
Did you speak in giant?
I spoke in common. I don't know giant, so
The sword
They
he's
might know
wielding
common.
the sword he's wielding is pitted. It's about 10 feet long. It's huge.
I don't love this, guys. I don't love it.
Well, you went down there, so.
Well, I didn't want them to break out while we were behind us.
Oh, I'm sorry. 10-foot radius.
Ooh.
I need everybody using a 10-foot radius of the giant. That would be you and Larissa to make a con save.
okay.
We got this. I have advantage on cons.
And you get my charisma modifier +3.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Because you are close to a paladin.
Well, what about the other giant? That's also.
No, they're
I rolled a 29 plus his 3.
You're good.
Is
32.
32.
So I got a 13. Yeah.
That will not make it. So, what you are first struck by as these guys begin crawling up out of the ice is the cold that is rolling off them in waves. You may take an action.
Well,
Ooh, it's one of those.
You take one action. Oh, sorry. You only get one attack. So you don't get 2 attacks because you're so cold, and you get no bonus action.
Okay.
Ooh, right. That's all it does to you.
That's probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna run up to him and lay on hands for 10 hit points.
Okay. I believe.
Because it's just like they haven't fully come out yet, right?
Right. No.
So I'll just like put my hand very frigidly on his head and heal him for 10 hit points.
Okay. If you.
Trying to let him know that you're being nice.
Yeah.
So, okay, you heal him for 10 points. It doesn't do anything.
Right. Hit 2. Okay. Well, does their manner change?
No.
Demeanor change?
No.
What turn did they go in?
They go with 9.
9.
They haven't went yet. It's
Oh.
just the aura.
It's
Yeah.
the aura.
If you
Yeah,
come into their
within
aura.
10 feet of them, you feel the aura of coldness. Absolute chill.
I'm gonna relay that. They seem to. Well, have I talked too much already?
Nah.
Did
Well,
you
because
say
you haven't made an
anything?
attack or anything.
Yeah, I
apparently.
told them to not attack
Oh,
and not
that's
refrain.
not really.
I haven't said anything back.
And you get the feeling that these creatures are undead.
Okay. I'm gonna say, not friendly.
So 22, that would be your hold.
You mean? All right, so I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to.
So we're running, right?
Can I see them?
If you get up close to the edge, remember they are 20 feet down.
Okay. So if I get right here, can I see them?
Yes.
All right. I am going to look down there and go, yeah, you guys, like Avril was saying, they don't seem very friendly. So I'm going to cast a spell.
He's gonna give a little bit of flying.
Yeah.
I am actually.
Fine, so.
I'm gonna, in my hand, a small amount of flame is going to appear. And as it appears there, suddenly, 10 large pillars of flame erupt
Wow.
in 10-foot cubes,
Wow.
all like around here
Okay.
that are like touching each other. I'm using Firestorm.
Ooh.
And so these creatures have to take a Dex 18 save.
All right.
If they're like, kind of stuck in ice, or does that hurt them at all on that? Or
They're not going to be able to. I'm going to give them disadvantage because they have not crawled up out of the ice yet. So that's definitely disadvantage. So they have Dex saves. Let me get into this. There are 3 of them, so I need 3 D20s. Roll them. Got a 14, 19, and a 10.
okay, cool.
However, they have disadvantage. I'm sorry. So 14, 19, 10. I do my disadvantage rolls. And then 10, 15, and 19. So they get 10, 15, and 10 are their disadvantage rolls.
Okay.
Their dex is a -2.
Nice. So
And they are not proficient in dex saves, so they all fail.
nice. They each take 7d10 fire damage.
Woo! Roll that nice stuff.
So they will each take 41 fire damage.
Wow, that's nice.
Nice, very nice.
I begin warming my hands on the fire.
Right.
How long does that effect on you last?
I'm
Just from being
serious.
in their aura?
If you're within 10 feet of them.
Alright.
I just warmed him up though, so it's
I can fight!
anyways, that'll be my turn.
They let out this kind of gurgling hiss as their flesh begins to bubble and boil off of their bones, but they're still coming.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. That was in 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16,
Jethro is next up.
15?
15. All right. Yes, sir.
That was a lot of numbers to go down before we got to anybody.
Did Elias?
Elias's initiative is 3.
3.
He rolled really well.
He's busy writing the
Elias.
story.
He's telling us. He's trying to create the storyline.
That's right.
How am I going to put this
He's
into
still
a
trying to figure out
song?
what rhymes with
String
Lord.
is good.
Yeah. Door hinge.
I tried that. It didn't work. That's close.
I guess I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then leap.
Great. Yep. Leap down there. You see.
Yeah,
You can throw
I'm gonna use rage and then
the
just
7th level one.
hop down 20 feet.
So bonus action rage and hop down. So can you still attack or no?
It depends on how you do jump.
If you're raging and jumping down there, I'm gonna let you do it. Yeah.
Okay, this is I can still attack, yes.
Okay. You do have to make a con save.
Oh no, whatever's he gonna do? The barbarian make a con save.
The Nelson outline.
Yeah, 26.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. This can still take all your actions and get all your attacks.
Do it.
I'm going to reckless attack.
Yes.
2 hits.
Natural 20.
Ooh,
Nice.
You did remember that you were wearing the hill giant thing, right?
Yes,
Which gives you a strength of what?
21.
And that when you have the hammer of thunderbolt,
Extra 4.
so it's 25 now. I just want to make sure you knew you got a 25.
It actually does all right.
Really? That's pretty impressive. Okay, so natural 20. What is your max damage with the hammer?
It'd be 2d6. Yeah.
Yeah, so 12 points of damage from that, and then roll your damage on top, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hang on. No, you rolled nat 20? Never mind. I got to make a con saving throw, see the dice. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's DC 17.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I
They should
took
have good
con,
cons.
right?
Yeah, he rolled a 15,
Mhm.
and he has +5 cons,
Yep.
so it's a 20. So you did not instantly kill him,
Right.
Would be cool though.
but you still get your, damage stuff.
Yes. So that'd be 12 plus 7.
Okay.
So 19 plus another 8.
Okay, so 27.
And then, I forgot what my plus another 3 added to that. That's my rage damage. Alright. And then I'll attack my good.
Another natural 20.
Well, that'd be nice.
No, but I did roll 2 3s on that one. But that's 16 total.
16 to hit.
Yep.
Let me see. Their AC is 15, so you hit.
Nice. For 18 more damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Who rang the bell?
All right.
Yeah, that really for real stressed me out.
That was
I
good.
really thought it was Jethro at first doing that with his
Dude,
phone. 'cause
I think the speaker's just on the
Hey,
left
what keeps
side.
playing?
It is. I know.
What was that?
Change the music so it's not that just weird flow music. Now this is the music death accents and the death hum.
Oh,
Great.
That should be nice. All right. All right. So
Charming.
rear back. Wham! Wham! And I mean, remember, this hammer is maul size, so it's a monster. And you chop two, or not two big old chunks out of him. The flesh goes slowing off into the distance onto the frozen ice, and he's still standing.
All right. Oh, that's my turn then.
Okay. There we go. And that was in 15.
Yes.
All right.
I believe that I am
14.
next.
Okay.
Okay, quicken spell. Tasha's otherworldly guise.
Okay.
And this is the first time you ever see Orla do this. You watch as like a shimmering blue aura comes over her, and she sprouts a like pair of like icicle wings from her back. I am now currently immune to poison damage, radiant, and necrotic damage. You see I have 2 spectral wings. I can fly. I currently have a +2 bonus to my AC.
Well, nice.
And I can use my magic proficiency to make weapon attacks now with the sword.
Oh, that's
That,
cool.
Nice.
Gave me. Let's see.
+2 AC, and you can attack twice.
And I can attack twice.
Wow, that's nice.
And since I quicken spell this, I'm going to take my action to attack.
Okay.
Oh.
So you're gonna fly down there next to him? Or no, you're already
I'm
next to him.
already there.
Yeah, you're right there.
Already there. So I'm going to just attack this one that we're all focusing right now.
Cool. Sounds good. Oh,
Which one of these 3 is it?
I think we're attacking this one. Because this one we're all standing around.
So because I'm having to improvise this because I don't have the weapon inputted yet, besides my spell attack modifier, is there anything for the weapon that I add just for the hit or no?
No, I don't think it was magical. It was regular. It was a regular rapier that was really nice and
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, so your finesse, your dex, I guess, plus the
Well,
spellcasting.
it says that you use your modifier instead.
Instead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you also get to add your modifier to damage too.
All right. So
That's like the battlesmith artificer using intelligence. Yeah.
That's a hit.
25.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
They're not that
Alright.
hard hit.
And then
And
They're
then for
undead.
the damage, it's 2d8 plus my spell attack
Right.
spell attack.
yeah, your spell damage.
So I'll just do 2d8. Right. So 5 plus 9 is a number
14.
that I don't know because I don't math.
Yeah, 14.
Mhm.
All right.
14, and then
I got
your second attack.
And then I will take my second attack. Ooh, that was only a 13.
That was it. Sorry.
Okay.
Still
Close. Close. All right. So you again pull out your nice new rapier with all the ice inlay, and I think that blue stone in the pommel, and you stab this giant, and it lets out as you hit it with your nice sharp rapier, but it unfortunately is still standing.
Okay.
It does not. Well, see, if it bleeds this thick, viscous black blood. So there we go. 10,
Additional miscellaneous bonus.
I think there's no one in 10.
9. All right. Giants go in
They
9.
type in the number.
In 9, they pull themselves up out of the ice, and the first one is going to
I
attack.
can put right there.
Who's next to
You
it?
got customers?
I think he's going to attack you because you have the icky hammer,
Yeah.
and all giants kind of resonate with that hammer to the point where they understand that it's bad for them.
That's right.
So they're going to get 2 attacks.
He has advantage.
Does he have advantage? Okay. First attack,
Roughing. It's spiced.
11 plus 21. Will 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. And he hits you with his nasty greatsword. Come on, roll.
Who's hitting you?
Yeah.
Where's it?
Oh, wow, you get lucky.
21. Oh,
Hit you, 21.
Okay.
Second attack. This guy gets 2 attacks. Ooh, he rolled terrible.
37.
21.
All right.
No, 21. And then his second sword attack. damage. 23. So big old pitted great sword swings at you, wow, cutting big hunks out of your flesh, blood going everywhere. Of course, you only take half of that, I think, anyway. So not really cutting hunks out of your flesh, kind of taking it off on good areas where it doesn't hurt you badly. So that was in 9 for that first one. The second one, I believe, is going to attack. Okay? That's Harlan. He's going to attack you. What's your AC right now?
17 right now.
Okay. He rolls a 21, so that'll hit.
Of course he would.
It's gonna be hard for him to miss.
Yeah, well, they get a plus 10 to hit. That's
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ooh, 25. Oh, sorry, 28 points of damage.
Wow.
Hyper damage?
28.
Slashing?
Oh,
Is it
yeah,
slashing?
slashing damage. I'm sorry, that's correct. His next roll is a 12, which I don't believe will hit you. So. And let's see, the next person there, I think he's probably going to attack you. I think he's going to attack Marlon again, so here we go.
Let's go.
First attack, 17?
Meets it.
Meets it? Oh, yeah, meets
Sorry,
it.
sorry.
Okay. Ouch. And his last attack, a 12. So
Good.
here you go. Another 2 that I rolled there. These guys are big and beefy and plucky. So there you go. They're plucky.
Plucky. I love plucky.
Plucky
Idiot.
undead giants. They're very
love
plucky.
plucky.
So that was 9s, 8s, 7, 6, 5.
Hi! Do you think you'll be able to survive if I don't heal you this round?
I can get myself out. Next turn.
Just let you go to fire.
That's right. That's what you do.
Right.
Shoot them from orbit. Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna move. I wanna move.
You should have my fresh shaved it yesterday. Feels nice.
Feel skull shaver.
I do have, yeah.
Where do you want to move?
I wanna
to?
move me. Yeah, move me. I
Doesn't
wanna
work. It's from
attack the
Freebird,
giant that's
so
in front of
it might not be
Jeff.
the official brand.
This one?
It doesn't work.
Or
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
Physically
How
or-
often, like you
No,
do
not
that.
physically.
Okay, you're good right there.
And I'm gonna attempt to not.
To cut it down and then go back with the skull.
You don't want to
It's
attack
kind of
here.
weird. It
I'm
doesn't
gonna
quite
try
do
not
close
to
enough
hit
to that. If
Ariel
I'm just not pushing.
or
I'm
Jethro.
gonna
It'd probably be fine.
How to use it.
So I'm
Because-
gonna do hot
I
soup
would think I would
grenade.
just use that.
No, not soup.
Because you're there, you're shooting down. They're down. They're like 20 feet below you, so you're shooting at like an angle. So you're probably aiming over them.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll hit. But I'm gonna cast it at
Upcast.
no, level 4. We'll see if I actually hit. So
They make a deck save, right?
yeah, they do have a dex save 20.
Okay.
Alright.
Their decks.
You'll roll
not
your
so
damage
great.
once he rolls 2.
What's your DC? Oh, they didn't make it. You get a 7. Easy.
Alright, so roll your damage.
I'm rolling my damage then. Roll high.
Sound like
I
we're
see lots of ones.
Uh-oh.
Boo.
How much damage?
14.
That's actually not bad.
That's a lot. For half of more one.
Yeah, but now you've got to clean it off and keep getting damaged,
I'm
right?
very angry now.
Well,
But
look,
yeah.
the hot soup, the hot damage. That's what
I
we're
like
looking
that way
for.
because it's just a
Mhm.
dot unless
Yeah.
they use their whole action to clean it. So
And it says each
That's saving
creature
a lot
must
of
succeed
damage.
on a dex
Like
How big
saving
what
throw.
range is it?
Around it.
How big range is it?
It is a
it's a line.
stream of acid that goes 30 feet long and 5 feet wide.
Okay, so you only hit one.
It says it stays until a creature uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off
Right.
itself.
Yeah, so it'll keep doing it every round.
All right. 4, 3.
Elias.
Elias looks at the giants and says, "Wurra!" And you notice this cloud of daggers forms on top of one of the giants.
I like it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the song of the Steeple Fireball.
Yeah.
He said I already did that, so
Really?
the different one.
Changing it up.
Next turn is you. Yes.
Do I need to make that
Yes.
save?
You need to make the save again.
Okay. I
So hopefully you pass in that case.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. And I may get back to attack.
Okay. Yeah. Well, ooh.
60.
Natural one.
What was it?
16?
No.
Still not past? 16?
No. I
Okay.
got you to 17. So you were close.
So I'm gonna should have been right here. I'm gonna stab that guy that everybody's been waylaying on. And let's see.
Branding smite. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Smiting smite.
Definitely gonna smite.
Smitization.
Does a 24 hit?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They are not hard to hit. They're beefy boys and they hit really hard.
Okay. Let's see. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna sneak attack him too.
Okay.
22 magical piercing.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna pump a level 2 smite into him if he's still alive.
You kill it with the smite.
Okay.
Yeah. He had 3 hit points left, so a level 2 smite will definitely kill him.
Okay.
Because you'll do at least 2, right?
He didn't have a soul, right? He just-
No,
soul
unfortunately,
undead.
no.
Okay.
Undead don't have souls. They can't dance either, so you know.
Dang. Well, they can dance, probably just real bad.
No, they have no soul.
Yeah,
They
without
can't
soul, you
dance. So
can't
soul, you can't dance at all.
You know?
No dancing at all.
None at
They
all.
can't hear the rhythm.
Would you like some more?
All it looks like to them.
Well, how did gingers do it?
That's
The gingers do
that's
this.
this kind of
Oh,
specific.
they can't?
They can't.
Oh,
They
okay.
can't. So that brings us to 27. That was you, and you killed one. And then 22. That should be you.
Yes. Now I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to cast Sunbeam.
Ooh.
So it does a 60-foot long line. Each creature in the line must do a Constitution saving throw. So they're good at that. But undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw. It's a con 18.
All right. Well, he rolled a 1. The other one rolled a disadvantage, and wow, he rolled a 16 was his disadvantage, so he made it. One failed, one made it. So there you go.
So 16 plus the 5.
Right. Yeah, 21.
Okay. So the one that failed will take,
A bazillion points of damage,
well,
and the other one
Okay.
takes half a bazillion.
22 radiant damage and is blinded.
Oh, good.
And the other one took half of that, so 11 radiant damage, and it's not blinded.
Nice.
That will be my turn.
That was okay. So you jockey to the side, launch your sunbeam there. You see them go, "Ah!" and one of them starts stumbling around like he's blind, and of course the other one has crashed to the ground. Whoosh, big old hole in his hole in the ice that he crawled out of. Excuse me.
Nice.
So that was 22.
That should be Jethro.
Jethro.
15.
Hey, which one did you hit with Sunbeam? Was it just those two?
Both of them, yeah, but I don't know which one is blinded out of those two, but one of them's blinded and took more damage.
Okay, now I'm just going to hit the south one. Actual reckless attack yet again. Got a 24 to hit
Oh yeah.
for 21 magical bludgeoning damage. I got another natural 20.
Okay. Oh wow. He needs to make a con save then. Yeah, he made it. But you do get to do max damage, so.
So it'd be 27.
Wow. So you lock 2 more big chunks of flesh out. Well, you smash 2 more big chunks of flesh out of these undead zombies, and it turns towards you. Well, where it thinks you are, because it can't see. And it starts making kind of grasping motions at you.
I'm 11.
11. Go ahead, 11.
All right. So here's what I want to do.
Okay.
Am I capable of getting over here on the other side of the giants without leaving melee range?
Sure,
Fly
absolutely.
over? Which one are we focusing now?
I think the one that's
in front of Jethro.
south is the one that's blinded and the most damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take my 2 attacks against him. 14 doesn't hit.
Roll it again. Second one.
Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Does that hit?
So a blinded creature can't see automatically, fails any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay, so you have advantage too.
Okay.
Thank you.
I rolled a 26 on
Still
the
hit.
other one, so 2d8 first hit, plus 9. 8 plus 9 is what, 17? First hit. And then 9 plus 9 is 18 for the second hit.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
He's dead. Okay.
oh,
So
Alright.
the one that was near you that you just attacked, the one that's blinded, you shoot, big hunks of undead flesh, black blood splatters onto the ice below him, and eventually he lets out a gasp and sinks down to the ice.
so then I'm gonna use my quicken spell to bonus action Thunder Step. And I will thunderstep to
What's near me?
Holt. And he's gonna make a Constitution saving throw.
Big is thunderstepping rate.
It is
10 foot.
10 foot.
Okay, so
So I did attempt to.
you
this
can
was
probably
my
take a
plan.
step back and make sure you don't
Okay.
kick Jethro. I'll allow you
I'll
to do
just
that.
ease
Little
around.
pirouette.
But yeah, so con save.
All right. Con save. He does a pretty good con save. You get a plus 5. You get an 18.
Okay, yeah, he definitely. Wait, hold on.
He's good.
He just made it. It was
Okay.
a 17. Dang.
Good.
All right, but
You have a 3d10.
he still takes 5 of 3d10 damage. And I'll go ahead and throw my elemental adept into that to throw an extra d8 on top of it. So it's 24 plus 2.
Okay,
So 26.
So half of that though, because he made a save, right?
Half of 26
So 13. Good.
for his,
26 is a lot of damage for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a high roll for 3d10. Nice.
yeah, it did pretty good.
Alrighty. So
Communicate the failures out.
you
and then
thunderstep away. The giant kind of rocks back a little bit, but he doesn't seem to be horribly injured. But you do notice that the ice underneath him takes some cracks in it.
Yeah.
Now remember, the ice is very, very thick, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah.
It was a loud thunder.
Yeah. And there's the ice cracks underneath him. So that was 11, 10, 9,
9.
All right. The last giant is going to take a swing at Jethro.
Ooh.
He got a 21. Again, take.
This whole fight, I'm sure. I was
13.
worried about that bill magically does something.
And then his second attack, 20. All right. So that brings us. Okay. To how much damage again? Was it again?
I took 25.
Right.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance to reduce that.
So that was in 9s. And that brings us to
Satra.
Oh, wait. He's got to take the damage from your hot soup. Be 64 then. Okay. You want to roll it?
Yeah, so it's 8d4 here.
Oh, okay. Then that would be an 84 then. What do you get?
Please, less ones. Hey, less ones!
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not
like,
that much higher.
When you hear the
19.
capital, because like the
Again, you see that the acid is burning more chunks of his undead flesh off. So that brings us to, what are you doing now for this turn? Because that was just your soup burning. You also have an action and a bonus action.
Yes, I'm going to do a quick, look at people. Do they seem like they're falling over or anything? They seem okay, right? Nobody needs
you
anything?
can probably look at the
Okay.
state of them as well.
I'm definitely yelling. That's.
Okay.
It's
So I'm
just
going to do. Are they wearing metal? Do
They
have
are.
anything
They are
metal?
wearing old metal armor. They are.
I want to do heat metal.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it at
Is she doing more dots?
3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
Like how the
You can see
default
what
for fighting
it
frozen
actually
giants
is.
just turned into fire, hot soup, fire.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no, it just happens?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
No,
they
the
have to make
creature
the-
must succeed on a con save
Okay.
or drop the object.
Yeah, but if you
But
do
if
the
he's
armor,
wearing it, I
Yeah.
don't know that he can drop
He's
it.
not going to drop
Oh, if it
it.
doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
you can't really just
Next
drop
turn.
your armor.
Yeah.
It usually takes like 15 minutes to
Yeah.
doff or whatever. 10
So,
minutes to
heat
doff.
metal.
I mean, she got defense cast off armor.
That is your rip away armor.
Level 3.
Okay.
There's level
They
3.
just take the damage. There's no save for it. They just.
It's only 11.
Okay. Well, yeah, still good.
But that has
And then it
advantage.
says-
It's good.
Mm-hmm. So that was in 5,
Yeah.
4, 3 is Elias. And so Elias
How does he want to do this?
turns to the last giant, and you hear his voice change in tenor and timbre, and he looks at him and he says, "Walk to the blades." And this weird kind of, Muad'Dib from Dune sounding voice. And the creature's going to try and make a saving throw. He does not make the save. So he walks into the cloud of daggers, which he upcast. When he does, oh my goodness. He walks into the blades of this cloud of daggers, and the daggers are just flying everywhere. And you notice they just start hitting, and blood starts splashing everywhere. And eventually the giant kind of looks around and then just falls apart on the ground.
Nice.
Why not? We'll have him cast Cloud of Daggers level 7.
Wow. Okay.
Why not? Yep. So it does a butt ton of damage. And a odd, again, quiet falls over the ruined castle.
So we don't hear any other steps from anywhere else, or?
All you hear is kind of the creaking of the ice.
Well, we certainly made an announcement about our presence here. Sorry about that.
Oh, man.
Well, you know.
That was gonna happen eventually.
For now, how about we get back up on the,
Sounds like a plan.
Well,
I like to be somewhere warm.
Let me see how long this lasts.
If it lasts at least a minute, you have time to fly up real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
But you
an
already flew
aerial
up.
surveillance.
is there a handy dandy way to get up on this thing, or do we need to,
Just jump up, man.
I fly.
You could probably, since you're not in a hurry and you can take as much time as you need to climb up, you can probably find handholds in the moat sides that either they're from ice or icicles, you can probably pull your way up.
It drop you a rope, potentially.
So while I still have wings, I'm just gonna fly into the air and do an aerial surveillance.
What you see south of you is again a huge citadel castle. It again looks very ruined. And behind it looks like there's actually a tower at the base of this big hill. Probably goes another 30 feet, maybe 40 feet above the citadel part of the castle. There's a bridge leading there from, of course, the other main castle that you had. The top of the hill looks like it has a tree. It's kind of this gnarled tree that looks like it's been twisted by the wind. And the leaves are glowing a kind of a whitish color. The leaves are green, but there's a white light coming from this tree, just kind of dimly glowing.
That have been the glow that Holt described earlier.
Probably. That's what you guess. And you notice there is a trail that leads from the bottom of the hill all the way up, kind of winds around until it eventually meets the.
Were you told anything by the raven?
No, she didn't know anything about this. You also see that there's a few little buildings up at the top near this tree as well.
darn giants and they're like pollution, can't see, they already gloom, you know, just.
So, and we saw in the moat there were other giants in the original moat that we crossed.
Well, it looks like all the moats
Yes.
are joined. And so
Okay.
what you've got is you've got this square area and then this square area, but
just
then a
running.
big rectangular area and it runs kind of in between.
In
if you
between
got
all
it.
the buildings,
Exactly.
okay. Well, at least now we know that the corpses can awake. So that's something to look out for.
Oh, they're going to be on the ice.
So,
They don't take kindly to that.
So, regroup at the bell, then head south.
Sounds like a plan. Once we get to the bell and everybody's grouped up, I'm going to summon a spectral spirit of a unicorn,
Oh.
and I'm going to cast.
Oh, yeah.
I
I was looking at it the other day. That's a really cool thing.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Jethro, and then also Cure Wounds on Averil,
Arlen?
or whatever. Arlen? Yeah, Arlen.
You need the cure wounds too, but you don't need it.
Jethro,
Oh, are you damaged?
heal by 8.
That's what.
Heal by 18.
18.
Arlen, you'd heal 21. But
Oh,
then y'all
nice.
both also get, y'all each both get 13 HP back on top.
oh, nice.
Oh, I'm excellent.
Good deal. So, back at the bell, everybody's healed up a little bit, feeling a little better. What's next?
Goes tree south.
Yeah.
Should we go ahead and go, or
Go south? I mean,
that's fine? Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Should we rest? Or?
Do you think we need to rest? That's,
I never think we need to rest.
okay, fair
well,
enough.
you're not going to get a long rest because it hasn't been long enough since you took it.
Right.
But
I don't think it's a bad idea to
Short
just
rest.
short rest is fine.
do a quick walk around the whole area, especially the
That's-
glowy
Well, you
thing.
looked at most
That's
of what's
what
Yeah.
all that's left is that glowy area. So
Right.
Let's go hang out at the bell and just take a quick short rest, and maybe we can eat our little snacks. And
Okay, that's true. You got your granola.
So what does the granola do again? It gives us 10 HP.
At the end of a short rest, any creature who
Nice.
eats the food and spends one or more hit dice to regain hit points regains an extra D8 hit points.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you spend some hit dice to get your hit points back, then you'll get an extra D8 on top.
yeah, because you're probably still not max.
Yeah, I'm not max yet.
You got hit hard a couple times. Yeah.
Short rest.
and then use your
To
hit
go
dice.
from 83 to 1, I probably need to spend about 4.
Well, you can spend like 2 or 3, and then she'll also give you an extra D8.
So you take a short
All
rest,
right,
go.
guys. Good teamwork, healers. All right.
Eat. Let's see. Sandra probably cooks you a meal because it doesn't have to be granola bar. It can be that she cooks you a quick meal while you're taking a short rest.
Yeah, rotten giant meat meal.
Right, there you go. Right, giant meat.
I'm loving
Hey,
it.
I always have like some vegetables, like potatoes and whatnot. That,
In the bag of
they
holding
fresh and-
because they never spoil.
Right, right. Along with, and plus with all the stuff I found in the Underdark, you guys are getting the first
Rain.
new culinary,
I wouldn't think it would spoil because it's kind of been a void between worlds. There's no back.
Yeah, there's nothing like there's
Yeah,
no.
and what causes
yeah,
food to spoil is bacteria, really.
yeah, and air
Yeah.
making it stale and
Oh,
mold.
there you go. So I would think bag of holding is perfect for a chef.
Refrigerator.
That's right. It's like
Man, refrigerators just
Put
that
an air
chefs
conditioner in
use
there
a
just
bag
to
of
keep it
holding
cool.
for-
She's probably got a little
So-
rock that's cold,
Yeah.
and she puts
Yeah.
her cold stuff, and another rock that's warm, and all her cold stuff
Yeah.
goes on one side, and her
That's
hot stuff
right.
goes on the other side. And there's like a
That's
wall
so
between.
And then you got a mothball in there to keep it dry.
There you
No.
go. That's right.
No, I did not have a mothball.
No, silica gel.
Yeah.
That's
And we take the little gel pieces and put it in the food. So
Don't eat them.
My cart is
Just like a business.
down below.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I do have in my bag of holding a nice piece of salami.
oh,
It's a T-Rex.
Salami.
Yes.
Yeah, with some kind of a similar to garlic kind of buds that I got from the Underdark, and some mushrooms
Okay.
that from the Underdark that have a really good woodsy flavor to it. So I think this is the perfect time, and I marinated it in some of the beer I've made,
Ooh.
Beer
So-
salami. That's
Beer
good.
salami.
just to make it, not quite so hard.
Probably pull
So,
a couple mugs of beer out of that thing.
I
'cause you
pull it
figured
out.
it'd
I take out my warm stone and
Good.
All right. So
chop it
She
up.
has some of those woodsy flavor from the Underdark.
yes, actually,
Mushrooms?
the mushrooms there that they use for wood
Dark wood.
have a very
Yeah.
burnt wood have a very woodsy flavor. Yes, and there are parts of them you can eat.
But they have a good texture.
She just took some of the dock from.
she just uses it to snuggle.
Yeah.
That's what the dock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut a piece of dock off. Ooh, this has a good woodsy flavor. Well, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, so
And
spend about an
not
hour.
cooked with trees, except for the fire.
you use your hot stone.
That's true. The hot
There
stone.
you go. So you spend about an hour. Sandra fixes you a nice meal with salami and stuff like that. You feel much better at the end of it. So where do
Hey, we're in the
you?
middle of tundra.
Hey, I would eat T-Rex salami on a good day.
Yeah.
So,
T-Rex with oysters. Anyway, so
I think those have to be bigger than a mountain oyster. Like, I don't know, a constant.
where the sorry, oh yeah, sorry.
it might be
And
like
I do.
dinosaur brains. They might be deceptively tiny. We
That's
have
right.
no idea.
Brains
That's
aren't
true.
too
That's
bad.
true. Good,
Yeah.
fair point. Fair
Yeah,
point.
yeah. People brains are
Having
really
played Ark, I can tell you I've never seen any dinosaurs' reproductive parts. There you go.
Very interesting.
Which I'm kind of glad they left that out. That's for sure.
Well, they were reptiles. A lot of them have
I think
internal.
they're
Oh, that's
inside,
true.
yeah.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Opera our cast is not just if anybody was curious, because I'm a part reptile, so my balls are on the outside.
Alrighty, so you take a short rest and get ready to head across the bridge to the southern area.
Yes.
All right. And so it opens up. Once you cross the bridge, you again, once more, head into a huge open area. First thing you notice about this huge open area is kind of irregularly shaped, and it looks like there's more open area down here. And so that's what you can see. There is a stone sitting right here in the middle, and piled up around the stone are just bones. Huge giant bones. Looks like maybe hundreds of giants died here. And this stone is probably about 10 or 20 feet tall. Sitting on top of the stone is a giant. Black skin, dark hair, glowing blue eyes. And he's got this axe buried in the stone about, I don't know, 6 inches. And the axe is, you'd say it was made of some kind of black metal, but it looks like the black metal has been melted. And so the front edge, that's what he said, buried in the stone, and the back edge is just kind of like streamers of metal that like melted backwards. And then it's got this huge dark wood haft. Great axe is what it looks like. And he's sitting there on the stone, on what was it, a pile of maybe a bone or something like that, maybe a skull. And he's sitting there like this. And you come in the room, and he looks at you and he says, "Have you come to kill me as well?"
If you're the king guy, I forgot the name of it.
You never
Yes.
learned it. You never learned it.
That was just the mad giant
What
thing.
is
Yeah.
also the
When you
madness?
say that, he looks at you and says, "You may address me as Your Majesty, Galak, the Death Slayer."
Yes.
Does he kill people who kill people?
I think he kills death.
No, I am immortal. I cannot die.
I'm sorry.
And when you say that, when you say, "I'm sorry," he looks at you and he says, "You are the first one who have understood my anger and madness. I'm so tired of living." And he's just sitting there and he says, "If I knew a way to die, I would have done it years ago. I've been here for, I don't even count anymore. I just want to die." And when he says that, it's like the bones kind of shake a little bit around him, almost like his emotion is kind of affecting the entire area. And he just kind of sits there and he just looks at all of you with his arms crossed, sitting on this giant skull that he's sitting upon. So yeah.
Can I step out of line and move closer to him?
Sure. You can see that you could probably hop up there very easily
Okay.
where he is.
And I'm just gonna put my hand on him.
When you get closer to him, he looks at you kind of warily, and he says, "What are you doing?"
I'm comforting you, and I want to ask you a question.
You get closer, and of course, you're like maybe come up to his.
I mean, I know,
Okay.
I'm like,
I mean, this guy's like, he's probably, storm giants are huge tall. This guy's probably the height of a storm giant, so he's like 50 feet tall. He's
so I only
tremendously
have like
big.
the underside piece of leg that I can.
Well, actually, probably, I think he's like 40.
You're
He's
like-
probably- I think storm giants.
The tail,
they're very
I
short.
love
toes.
Still
Remember yesterday
massive.
when I
Yeah,
was
so-
going around your foot?
Yeah, so you literally come up to maybe halfway up to his knee. I mean, you're so tiny
Okay.
compared to him. He's huge.
How can we help you? Do you know anything that we could do?
Well, if you could kill me, or at least let me take my life, I would be very grateful.
Do you know? What keeps you from dying?
I just cannot die. I have had people attack me, try to kill me. I've let them kill me, and within minutes I rise again. Fully healed.
Sounds like you're cursed.
If you can think of immortality as a curse, then yes.
Well, do you think of immortality as curse?
I wish I could die.
But how'd you get to this state of immortality? Make a deal with somebody? Was a spell cast on you?
When my generals and helpers turned on me and decided they wanted to bury this axe in my back, I slew them all, took the weapon from them, and you can see their bones as they lie around here. I took what was left of my counselors and threw them into the moat, and this was long before it was so cold here. Eventually the livestock and the trees and the animals died around here, and the cold winter winds blew in, and now you can see what is here. I am the last to live here.
Have you always been immortal?
I don't know. He says, I've been here so long, I'm not sure when I lost the ability to die. Could it be a curse? Maybe one of the people I killed cursed me with his dying breath. I don't know.
Can you
Well-
leave here?
Why would I leave? My madness affects everything I touch, and people just attack me, hoping to get my treasure, my hoard, my wealth that I've stashed beneath the castle.
Well, we could always try some things.
Like what?
I'm gonna walk over to him.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna touch his toe or whatever that could be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration.
When you do that, you feel like the curse that's there. You can feel that he is actually cursed by something, but the level of curse that's there, you don't think Greater Restoration is going to remove it.
Okay.
You're not even sure a wish spell would do it.
I'm gonna look over at Holt and kind of like nod towards the glowing tree up the hill. He says everything is dead, but that thing seems to be thriving just fine.
It's the last vestige of goodness here. It seems that its life is stronger than my aura of death. And he kind of looks around at you, and then he looks and he sees Elias, and he says, "You there? Are you a bard?" And Elias says, "Yeah, I do play music." And he says, "I have a song for you, bard. Come here." And so Elias kind of goes, well, okay. And so he climbs to the top of the mountain, and you notice that the giant leans way down, and he starts whispering in Elias's ear.
I can only see Elias like gliding across the lake as his breath is.
Yeah. And so Elias is kind of listening, and then you see him grab his bagpipes, pull it around, and the giant starts looking at the holes in the bagpipe and pointing where the things go, and Elias kind of does that. And the Elias goes, "What were the words again?" The giant whispers to him, and he says, "There. That's the greatest treasure I can ever give you." And Elias says, "The song of your people, the last song of the death giants?" And he says, "Yes.
Death giants.
When I am finally, if I'm ever finally gone, at least our greatest saga will live on." And so Elias is like, "Okay, well, I'm going to head back down here since you're a lot bigger than me." And so he kind of hops down the rock, being a satyr, and stands at the bottom. And you notice he's got his bagpipes out, and he's kind of running through, and it looks like he's kind of very quietly playing through the tune and kind of humming some kind of little song under his breath.
Can I do some sort of arcana investigation to see? So he's cursed. Holt tried to remove the curse.
Right.
That's far beyond what we think
Right.
mundane means of magic. I want to see if I can ascertain anything that is the source of the curse, or if there is any link between him and this tree, if what he's saying is really true, or if there's something he's missing.
Right. Give me a roll. Elias is going to lend you Bardic Inspiration, which I think his Bardic Inspiration at this level is like a D10.
Okay.
So you get an extra D10 to roll in there. Anybody going to give her guidance or anything? I mean,
Sure,
the
yeah,
reason I'm
that
saying
sounds
this is
good to me.
because you're going to need a pretty good roll.
Well, let me see if I have it.
Guidance is a
Check
cleric
something.
thing, so.
I actually have.
Yeah, I don't have guidance.
I do have druidcraft though, and you smell pine scent.
Oh, you're inspired.
I
Okay, there
love
you go.
that. I love that.
It reminds you of home and that.
There you go. You get inspiration. There you go.
Yeah, that's fire.
Do you have Arcana, Jody?
I don't know where you
Can I cast polymorph and turn you into something real smart? Not kidding.
I have a +7 to Arcana.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not
Where
chatty.
is Arcana?
It would be on your skills. Next one.
No, but if
I
Sandra's
probably
better,
don't.
No, I don't think
No. Oh, I have a +5.
Okay, so you can assist her
Okay.
and give her advantage.
There you
Give
go.
a Health
Okay.
action.
I also it might not come to
You guys go over to the corner and go, you know.
I
collab.
actually have as a sorcerer magical guidance, which I can spend a sorcery point to reroll if it goes badly. So
You also have, was it Flash of Brilliance, which
Flash
allows
of
you to give her a +5.
When she does the ability.
Yeah, when you make the roll, yeah.
I mean, what
Okay.
is the real?
Okay.
So I have advantage. I get bardic inspiration.
So
And you'll
D10.
get a
Maybe-
+5 from me.
Okay.
And yeah, +5.
And
Yeah.
I can re-roll one of the dice if it goes badly.
I'm
So
staring
cool.
at her, so I don't.
let's.
Mm.
All right. Let's see what we got. Roll. Oh, that's not great. That is not great.
Oof.
That was the same roll on both dice,
Ooh.
I think.
You had either a 9 or a 6.
I'll spend a sorcery point to re-roll one.
Okay. Time's the point. Where's that nat 20 at?
I was better. It was an 18.
Yeah,
So
18
18 plus
All right, 18 plus 7, because I just rolled a straight dice.
maybe.
plus 5, yeah.
Plus 5.
Plus a D10.
I haven't rolled the d10 yet, but what's the 18 plus 7 plus 5?
That's 30. That's
30?
good. You just need
Okay.
a 30. You need a 34. That is
Oh,
part
okay,
of it.
okay.
What you notice when you're looking at it, you're probably using your detect magic or maybe your some kind of spell to kind of look at him. So you're looking at him, trying to figure out what it is, and you notice that surrounding him is this kind of black web. That's what it looks like. And you notice that the web kind of ties around, it's all over his body. And then you notice it kind of goes in up his nose, and it looks like into his brain. And
Into his pain?
his
Brain.
his brain,
Oh,
right.
okay.
And so, what you think is to get himself to no longer be cursed, he has to wish he was dead, and if he actually can and believe that he needs to die, the curse will be broken and his soul will be released.
Or maybe he needs to believe he can die.
Right. So what that
Like
will
letting
require
go
him to
of-
do, the mechanic for that, is he's got to make a wisdom save and fail.
Okay. I think we can help with
Was
this.
there any ways to give him disadvantage on that?
Yeah.
Right, that does
What
thing.
if-
You got to get to disadvantage.
I
You
make
can.
I'm
some
gonna
concoction.
I'm gonna grab everybody up and be like, hold on, give us 1 moment there, Mr. Lord King of Overtide Castle.
He looks at you and says, "I have forever."
All right, great. I'm gonna tell you, I have a dagger of souls. We could maybe somehow make him believe that this weapon could siphon his soul and kill him or something, or we just have to convince him
Needs
that
to
he
make a
can
wisdom save or fail.
Mm-hmm. I have Bane, so I might could.
Yeah, I
I
also
was
have
gonna look that up. I
spells
don't
that-
have it, but Elias might would have.
Eliza's Bane.
I have persuasion.
You know,
I also have Arcana.
And
if you persuaded him, I would let him have disadvantage on the roll. So that's not a bad way to do it.
Hey, we could work
the
together.
hammer of thunderbolts with giant Spain could.
Let's-
Oh yeah,
Okay, well,
Hammer of Thunderbolts.
plus 9.
That's literally a giant's bane. He's a giant. That would be the weapon to convince him that could kill him.
Well, I mean, it's if you roll a 20, he makes a save, and if he fails save, just dies.
Mm-hmm. That's it right there.
If he did that while we were trying to, I mean, could we gear up on our persuasion
And you can just each other, yeah. For sure.
to persuade him that this is
So
it, while he's
this-
either making sure that he knows.
So we'll say that the hammer,
So we have a hammer that kills giants
Yeah.
automatically,
and every giant knows about it.
and he has a knife that then sucks out their soul.
Something that gives him disadvantage on wisdom.
Just mockery would do it, but then gets a save versus that.
Ray of sickness, maybe he feels like he's dying. So
Is he undead?
No, he's not.
Well, we just have to convince him. We just have to.
Well, he can't die, so
We just have to
just
convince
has to
him that
think
he
he's
can
gonna
die
die.
by our
he
hands.
can't die. So it doesn't matter.
I mean, I think if we scare him with the hammer and say my dagger can sever the connection from his immortality,
We just convinced
I can
him
also,
that
of your enemy, if he fails a charisma save, if he fails a wisdom save, he'll become frightened, so he'll have disadvantage on wisdom attack rolls and checks. So he would have disadvantage to save against believing that he can't die.
Okay.
If I can frighten him with
Oh,
my
you
your
frighten-
enemy.
Okay.
But he first has to fail the initial wisdom saving throw.
So the first thing that what we have to do is convince him.
We have to convince him that he can die. And I think using the hammer and the dagger would be a good bet.
And maybe I'm being weird about this, but he's also depressed. So wouldn't that easily lead to him letting himself be open to believing
He's-
this can
he's-
happen?
He's
I mean,
open to letting us
He's
try.
openly said that he wants it.
But he wants to die.
He doesn't know what we just discovered, which
Well,
is
yeah.
that he's got to convince himself.
Somebody with high deception could convince him that the dagger can sever his soul and the hammer will kill him.
Well, here's the thing: we don't even have to deceive him. That can't happen if he believes it. So we
That
can
is true, so it could be persuasion.
persuade him.
Right.
And I have a +9 to persuasion, and you have also a really high persuasion, right?
Persuasion is based off charisma,
Yeah, I
which
don't
probably
know.
Elias has a better
Elias got
He
it.
might
Should have one of the higher
high.
ones.
I have a +6 persuasion.
Let's see what his persuasion is. Alliance is plus 15, yeah.
We need to be banking on a lot here.
Okay.
Alliance is our best bet for obviously
Persuading, yeah.
persuading
It
him.
is, yeah.
And then plus explaining all the stuff that we got. And then
Alright.
once we do all that,
What's
I'm gonna do a
him to get
huddle
here
with
so we can-
Elias.
Right. Okay, so Elias was there with you guys. I mean, he was kind of listening, but he was working through the song. And so you explained to him that he needs to convince the giant that the hammer can kill him
through song.
and then through song he needs to make to
Make a song for it.
and then that the dagger will siphon his soul off, so he won't be able to come back. Okay.
Yeah, that he's. I think that sounds good, but he didn't hear that.
Yeah. Well, Elias is what he's going to do. Is that correct? Okay.
I don't
We're
hate it.
gonna win. Can we give Elias like the help action?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
He's also somebody who can flash with genius. We also have he can bardic inspiration himself,
Good. Good.
which is a D10 or whatever. So
Okay. So Elias goes up there and he's kind of playing the bagpipe a little bit, and when he gets to next to the giant looks at him and says, "Do you remember the song now?" And Elias says, "Yeah, got it." He says, "Hey, you know, we have the weapons that can kill you." And he says, "What weapons are these?" "My friend here's got a hammer of thunderbolts, which kills giants, and then he's got a dagger that steals souls. So between the two of them, we should be able to kill you." And he says, "Well, his dagger will not be able to steal my soul."
But it can sever you from your body. Which, if your soul is separated from your body, then you die.
I'm willing to try it. So Elias would have to persuade him. Okay.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm willing to try it." So,
But you want to lower yourself, right?
not particularly.
Too easy.
He says, "I've fought and fought. I just want to end."
Yeah, we've seen Mao motioning to his mountain of
Yeah.
bones.
He says, "So your hammer should be able to slay me."
It should.
All right. Well, and he kind of climbs down off the hill, and he says, "You may need to stand up there."
That's fair. Looking at this 40 feet tall.
And he kind of pushes the bones out of the way. And then he leans up against the stone that's there, and he kind of leans his head forward like that. All right.
How do we get you advantage?
Because he is not resisting, I think you get advantage.
Can we still see Flash of Genius from that distance?
Well, I don't
Well,
think
you're all around.
you can't get him Flash of Genius to hit somebody. Right. So he's got advantage.
We
So
just got
he's making an attack roll. It's
Right, with advantage.
just because we're going to rage too. He's going to
Okay.
just
Just to be
do
certain.
all
Do you
effort.
double advantage so you
Yeah,
can afford
just
it?
all the effort.
Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's wrong?
I roll 32
Oh,
is a 19 on the die.
you credit 19s, right?
No.
okay. I'm going to go ahead and do some hand waving with that and so it's close enough. All right, so you rear back with this hammer, okay, and you hit him right in the back of the neck, and you hear this sickening crunch as the vertebra in there just turn to powder. And you notice he kind of drops to his knees, and you can see, now all of you can see this black web that's around him that runs up his nose, okay? And it kind of, as you see it appear, it starts to sink into his body. And you notice his eyes start to open again.
Can I cast? It's not gonna help, but can I cast dispel magic on the black web?
That's a little higher magic than that.
Did I figure?
I guess.
What
Now,
about?
we're not in like combat, right?
No, not at all.
Could I abjure
Use your
enemy
dagger to-
and then stab him?
What, stab him?
Could I abjure? So abjure enemy takes an action,
Okay,
and I have to
okay.
Don't you
Take
try
that-
cutting
take that
with a
after
soul
that.
knife? Try cutting the web,
the web. I could try that too.
Try that?
because it's a soul stealing knife. Maybe it'll steal this web soul. I don't know. Maybe it
We
could.
just have to convince him to believe that he can die. Then
You gonna cut the web, or are you gonna stack in with it?
I want to abjure enemy first.
What does that do? I'm not sure.
If he fails a wisdom saving throw, then he is frightened, which gives him disadvantage on wisdom save or wisdom checks.
All right.
And then we
Just
if
to-
he does wake back up, we can.
If I can scare the fear of death into him, maybe he'll actually believe he can die, and then I'll stab him. Is what I'm trying to go for.
You're not gonna be able to scare him. He's not afraid of death, and also you make the save, the wisdom save. Yeah.
Okay, roll it high.
No, he gets a +10 to his wisdom save. So
Okay.
he rolled a 10, which is a 20, which I think is going to be high enough to beat your DC.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know. Your DC may be really high.
Yeah, my spell DC 16.
Okay,
Okay.
and this web is a magical web. It's
Okay.
not like.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'll still put on the show, and I'll say, and with this final part of the ritual, I sever your soul from this world, and I'll jump up and stab.
Okay. Are you stabbing? All right.
And he can hear it and everything, right?
Right.
Okay.
We got stabbing.
just
The
gonna
knife
convince-
sinks in, and you notice that he stands back up, completely fine, and he says, "It didn't work."
Can
We got to get rid of that web, but that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it is.
Well, we got to convince him to.
I guess he's unconvincible.
Wisdom
then.
check.
Yeah.
Could we give him some beer? Enough
Get
so
him
that
drunk
he can't.
to-
He
Well,
can't.
then he's gonna have courage. I mean, you'll think he's
Oh,
10 foot
really?
tall. Well, 50 foot tall and bulletproof. So they can walk on water, and eventually he'll be invisible.
How big is that tree that has the
Can't
light
really tell.
on
It's
it?
pretty. Well, the tree, the glowing tree.
Yeah.
It's way up on the top of the hill.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it looks pretty big from where you are, but you're not real sure.
Okay, I'm going to. I have magical tinkering. Can I tinker with? Just kidding.
Tinker with what?
Tinker with the web.
Okay.
Well, it's gone now.
Have something.
Yeah, no.
The web's disappeared.
Will the web appear again?
I could try to save him the web this time. I don't think my
Let's-
dagger's gonna really do.
Let's see if we can convince her to try again. Do you want to try again? Are you?
I've got nothing to lose.
All right. We're gonna try this again.
All right. You gonna hit him again?
You just ask him, you know what's up with like the web the darkness web thing that came out and back into you?
I have never seen it.
That's fair. I guess you're technically dead every time it happens.
Did he say earlier that someone cursed him?
He doesn't know.
No.
He doesn't know. Maybe.
all
It
right,
would
so
seem that we need to figure out the source of the curse.
hold up, guys. He said that the only remaining thing of goodness and life or whatnot in this place is that tree.
Maybe if we burn it down, it'll suppress him so bad that he'll be ready to die. Is that what you're saying?
Because that's the last of his goodness.
Well, I'm kind of thinking, what if the tree is involved in this somehow? What if the tree just like?
It's punishing him. I think we need to check out this tree.
I think we should
We'll
check
be
out
back.
the tree regardless.
We'll be right back.
He says, "I'll be here." So you head through the rest of the castle. What you can see is that here there looks like ruins. I mean, if the rest of the castle had walls and stuff that were intact, this is the buildings where the walls are not intact. Maybe it's older, being up on this tall, windswept cliff. There's more wind or whatever that's causing it to deteriorate. Over here, kind of hanging off the edge, you see the tree, and it's glowing, kind of a soft white light. It looks like maybe at some point this was a garden, but the walls have all fallen down. And that kind of stuff.
Can you speak with that tree, Holt?
Well, depends on the tree, but I'll tell you this. If you give me 8 hours, I can make the tree my pet.
Oh, well, we've got all the time in the world.
Yeah, you're right.
Should we?
Are we asking for a long rest?
I do some guys just over there like, I don't know what he needs 8 hours for. It's kind of weird when I look back over there. Holt just has like, instead of like chains and stuff, it's like,
Getting a collar ready.
Here's the inside of the building.
oh,
It's kind of just a ruined building, and then of course coming out this way is the door.
if we get.
We're gonna go up to the tree, and it's obviously it's glowing, so maybe there's some magical
Well, what you notice about it is,
Just
if you've
about
ever
it.
seen these bonsai trees that are kind of twisted and gnarled like that, think that, but full size. And the leaves, again, are green, but every single leaf just kind of gives off a soft white glow. The trunk of this tree, however, is probably 20 feet around. So it's huge, but it's twisted probably by the wind.
It seems like clearly a magical type of tree.
Yeah.
Probably.
Can I do some sort of
What if we
arcana
dispelled
check to see
magic on
if I
it?
know anything
I
about
could also detect magic.
try that?
That would be a nature check.
What about survival? No, I'm just playing.
You can make an arcana check too if you'd like.
19.
You've never heard of anything like this. Again, it looks a lot like a giant bonsai tree.
Can I make an arcana check?
Sure.
24.
What happens if you cast it? Okay.
You notice that this tree, the color of the white light is almost like the opposite color of the black web that's around the giant.
Like I said, guys, you give me 8 hours. I can
Make
turn
it to
this.
your pet.
We
I can turn this tree into my pet.
Time we need.
What if we just had the giant walk over to the tree? And maybe the white light will affect the black.
Well, if you give me 8 hours, the tree can walk over to him.
I'm okay to
Turn it into the Whomping Willow.
Now you get the giant to come up here.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's,
Well,
we'll
you
just
get
say
started
open
on your
world.
8-hour thing, and we'll
Yeah, you
play
go-
around.
And we'll,
I mean, I will. They-
And what spell you use on it, by the way?
I was just talking about awaken.
Okay. So you head back down to the giant, and you're going to tell him what?
let's walk to the tree that's over here. It's emanating some kind of magical.
My garden. Well, it was my garden when my house was up on that hill before everyone died.
We're thinking that maybe whatever this black web we've seen on you, maybe it would go away or could be removed
Well,
with that light.
I've been around the tree many times in these thousands of years that I've been here. It's never caused me to die, but I'm willing to try. And so he,
What's this?
Are we thinking about this wrong? Maybe we just need to destroy the gardens. The one last thing he.
Hanging on to.
I think it's important for us to try to understand where your curse came from, and also where this tree came from. Do you remember its planting, or was it here before you? Or
it was planted by my wife eons ago before she died.
Was she a druid or a?
No, she was a giant, a death giant like myself. Those are her bones over there.
how is she? Why are her bones not buried?
No one is there around here, except for the ones I threw into the boat before it froze.
So how did she die?
I killed her, of course. She betrayed me,
She betrayed you. Why
like
were
they
you?
all did.
Why were you betrayed?
They wanted my power. They wanted my ability to rule. They wanted my citadel, my castle, my home. Everyone wanted it.
So it was a coup.
But she tried to stab me in the back like all of them.
I kind of feel like I would have taken the infidelity must have.
Don't feel
Oh,
like
dagger in the
something-
back, yeah.
Put that on.
Interesting. What is it particularly about your rule that they were so unsatisfied with?
Oh, it wasn't that they were unsatisfied. It was that they were unsatisfied that they were not. They all betrayed me.
But she planted this tree, and
Oh,
it was
long
There's a little
before
door
she
there.
was
Mm,
betrayed.
There's 2 doors.
She planted. We were very happy for a
Be
long,
good to go investigate.
long time.
What changed? What was the first thing you guys did?
I expect my advisors whispered to her for years, and
Did you
eventually,
actually hear this, or you
of course
just?
not. They were smart enough not to get close where I would find them. I was unaware of what happened until they struck, and then I had to fight and kill them all to the very last.
What did they do? Did they all attack you at one time?
Absolutely. They turned my gods against me, even my children against me.
Do you,
I'm thinking I'm starting to understand maybe the justice of the curse.
Yeah. Maybe we poke around his house a bit and find something.
I will follow you in them. We're going to take a look around, see if we can find something to help you.
It's fine.
Can we look in the garden?
Absolutely, you won't really.
I'm gonna look in the garden. Hey, Paul, come look in the garden with me.
So you guys
we can see
back up
something
to the top.
unusual.
You're definitely getting your steps in. You know, you're walking up the hill again. You begin going through the house and looking around. Again, the only thing that's left is just ruined, tattered pieces of wood, stone. You see the glimmer of maybe what was once candelabras or utensils that are made of metal. You don't see a whole lot of wealth, but you know, he could have moved it over the years or something like that. Piled in one corner, you see what looks like a rubbish heap of things that were very obviously moved there intentionally. But you're not sure what they were because most of them are broken or have fallen into disrepair or whatever they were. Some of them were metal. You see a little bit of glass, pieces of wood.
Well, I'm just gonna root around in the garden and see if I can,
When you get closer to the tree, you don't notice anything odd about it besides it's whatever kind of tree it is. You don't know what it is.
Right.
As you get closer to it, you can feel this kind of warmth.
Mhm.
You're not sure what it is. It's warmer than the surrounding area. And you notice that actually there's no snow on the ground right at the base of the tree. There's actually little sprigs of green. They're probably this tall, poking up out of the ground.
Okay, so
Sprouts.
can I go closer to them?
Grass
And
sprouts.
I'm like, touch them. Do I get any kind of feeling from them?
Feels like grass. Growing up in Stonegate, you are familiar with grass. So
Well, I know, but-
well, I mean, it's a very agrarian
Oh,
kind of
grass.
community. So this feels
I'm
like
just
grass.
thinking about nature. I have a +5 with nature, so I was just trying to see if
No, it feels exactly like the grass from home, in fact. And when you touch the base of the tree, the bark feels like normal tree bark. It's really the only thing that's different about the tree is the way it's shaped and twisted, and the fact that the leaves themselves give off this kind of soft white glow.
I'm gonna reach up and touch a leaf.
It feels like a leaf.
Is there anything? Well, it's probably been too long, but is there anything that looks like it has been stuck in there, or a sign, or some kind of
It's a
like
tree.
symbol, or if not the tree, then around the, because a lot of times people put stuff around
You
things
don't
like that.
see anything. You notice that the garden has walls around it, but they're stone and several of them have fallen down, so you can just kind of walk over them to get the garden. But if you don't notice anything, give me a nature check.
14.
You notice something odd about the tree. There's no leaves on the ground around it.
It's not. It's like in a perpetual state of spring or something.
So the tree can't die, and neither can he.
That's actually interesting.
All right, I'm gonna reach up and try to pull a leaf off and see if anything happens.
It does not come loose.
There's a permanence about the tree, you're right. Strange. I think we should wait and see if Holt can awaken it and maybe we have conversation with this tree.
Okay.
So you camp out around the tree?
Yep, I'll make a soup.
Okay. You cook again, camp out around the tree. I assume we're taking a long rest so you can
I'm
get a new
down.
spell?
Well, it's not a long rest.
It just takes 8 hours to cast.
It takes
Oh.
me 8 hours to cast the spell.
Okay.
Everybody else can take a long rest. I will be.
Okay. You begin working the ritual and the spell and things like that, and immediately when you start casting it on the tree, while it feels like a normal tree, you can tell there's something else going on it. Because the spell says that it has to have no intelligence or an intelligence of 3 or less. You get the feeling that this tree there's a sentience to it.
It's too smart.
No, it's not too smart, but you get the feeling that this tree has some kind of intelligence, not in the tree, but with it. So 8 hours goes by, you've done your druidic ritual, you've squashed the berries, painted them on your face, painted them on the tree,
Right.
that kind of stuff. And at the end of 8 hours, there's kind of you all feel it, this whoosh of the air that rushes up the side of the mountain, and then actually the tree's leaves kind of do that, and when they wiggle, you get kind of this ringing noise, and you notice that the tree, a face appears on the bark. And it's the face of a woman, you think? And it looks at you and says, "Why have you awakened me? I was sleeping."
That's actually a really good question. Specifically, the reason I awakened you is that we have a friend of ours who lives here. His name is Garlgurk, the Deathless, the Death Slayer.
God, the Death Slayer. Oh, the Death Slayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you say that, she looks at you and her eyes get really cold, and she says, "My husband. Yes, I am very familiar with Galag, murderer."
Yeah. He probably is. Because he murdered, there's a bunch of bones down there, people he murdered.
My bones are probably down there.
So he's your husband. Okay, that's information. Well, actually, since you don't like him, this could be perfect because we were actually trying to kill him. And the whole reason we awakened this tree is we thought maybe it would help us, this tree with its interesting nature would help us to be able to kill him.
I will never let him die. He will sit here forever
Oh.
and be lost in his depression and madness, never to die, always here, pondering what he should have done. He will never perish.
Okay.
What should he have done?
He killed me. I had done nothing wrong. He killed everyone. People who loved and cared for him. His children.
So the problem is,
Narcissism?
Well, remember, the giant's problem was he was mad, insane.
Why would you do
so you guys,
So, what if I asked you very nicely to let us kill him? Reason being, the Raven Queen wants to torture his soul for eternity, and she's actually the one that sent us here to kill him, so she could have his soul.
Deception check.
I found it very believable.
Ooh. That's probably a 10.
Flash of genius, this isn't a
You get plus 5. You can flash key. This would be 5 more.
Good thing, Elias gave me Bardic knowledge.
Sure, he'll give you Bardic Inspiration. What's he going to do with it? You get a D10 on top of it, so yeah.
Deception is plus 4, so that's a 10, plus a 5 is a 15, and then plus a D10 is an 8, so 23.
She looks at you and says, "The Raven Queen does like to collect shiny things, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And the shining soul of a insane monarch would be quite tasty for her." She looks at you and says, "Done." And you notice that the light in the tree kind of diminishes and goes out. The face disappears, and the tree just kind of the leaves start falling off, and what you see is just this gnarled branch of a tree with no leaves and no light or anything there.
Try it again.
Good job, Hulk.
Smash his head again.
Did you make your pet? You know, we were waiting like, oh, wow.
I think
Yeah, Stu.
it died.
Mhm.
I think I got a pet, and it immediately died.
I'm sure it's just at the farm, bud.
We'll get you a new one at the pest shop. It'll look exactly the same.
But the agate costs $1,000.
That's right.
So does it consume it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right, I think we can talk to him again and try again.
Head back down to the giant. You notice he's picked up a couple of the bones and he's kind of tossing them in the air and catching them, or tossing them and watching how they fall on the ground. And he says, "So?"
So, I don't know if you noticed, but the tree, sorry about that. I know that you maybe liked the tree, but it's dead. As it turns out, though, I think your wife's soul was in the tree. I spoke to her. She apparently was what was keeping your soul bound here.
Treacherous tramp.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I don't know the story. I wasn't there.
You know, most of the time, the emotion that you see from him is sadness and just world weary. But every time you mention his wife, you notice that there's almost like an anger that wells up within him. Makes you a little nervous, because if he got mad, he might start swinging that big old spooky axe of his.
You're right. She's ratchet.
Damn.
Anyways, all my homies hate her actually. So yeah. But I think that if this is the case, and if you're still willing, we might try one more time.
I am willing. So he leans up against the stone again. You climb on top, pull the hammer, right?
Yep.
You get Elias gives you another D10, okay, and you're giving.
Nothing.
You get advantage from something.
I'll give you the help.
Regular attack.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
advantage because he's not resisting. He's letting you make.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So there we go.
Yeah,
Hell.
that's the question. I just need to get an after 20, right? That's
For the
yeah.
mystic killers.
I got over 30, but it wasn't
What'd you
a
roll?
19 or it was 10 plus my plus 13 to hit plus the 7 I got from the D10 from Elias.
Right. And you
So
get an
it's-
advantage.
Yes.
Okay. Lean back. Bam! You hear again the vertebra crack, right?
Mhm.
And he drops to the ground, and you see the light in his eyes just go out.
I stabbed him.
You feel nothing. Your dagger doesn't feel anything or anything like
Too
that.
slow.
Yeah. And he crumples to the ground, and as he kind of rolls towards you, you see the light go out of his eyes. It doesn't say anything, but all you hear is just, and that's it. And then you notice that the flesh just recedes from his bones, and then the bones just kind of drop to the ground like he's just been dead for thousands of years.
Well, we should definitely see if he had anything on him.
Well, he does have
And a
an
big giant axe.
He does have an axe.
And a treasure hoard, allegedly.
Allegedly.
The
I did
axes
find a bunch of
were
treasure.
supposed to bring back, right? Didn't she
Yeah.
request the axe?
Did he did he disintegrate, or did he just?
His flesh disintegrated, his bones are still there.
Because I was just gonna put it in my bag of holding.
The bones?
Because you already have
No,
an
an axe.
Unless you
I
grab
just
that.
heard
You
someone
grab that
say it
axe.
was heavy, so.
Oh, well, you can grab that. Whatever you want to do.
I don't think I really do
I
stuff.
mean, look, if you want to grab some all me, bro,
Shove it in my bag of holding.
Grab it. Give me a wisdom save.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't like that.
Say, sometimes you gotta grab it and put it in
Sometimes
the
you just
bag.
gotta grab it and shove it in your, yeah.
I forgot the name of this axe, but I feel like it was something that would make me worried.
The Axe of Madness, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Guys, I could have just coated it in a layer of ice before we did this.
Anyways, I got a
That's no
17.
fun.
17 was the DC.
Ooh.
When you grab the axe, you feel like it's whispering in your brain that everyone around you wants you dead. Everyone around you is out to get you. Everyone around you is going to kill you. You quickly drop it into the bag of holding, and the whispers go away. And you're good. So, it is 7 o'clock, folks. That's probably a good place to
Alright,
No
so
level yet. Hi, Mike the GM here. This is the third to the last episode of the Saga of Stonegate. And before we finish our story, I wanted to give a few shout outs to some people who've been really helpful. Our good friend Mike for letting us use the music from his band, Overburdened. And remember, the song is Take Two. Also want to thank Chuck for playing with us for 5 years. We first met Chuck when we started playing the Dresden Files RPG, sometimes the Big Easy Ain't So Easy. And he played with us for the first 2/3 of this adventure, the Saga of Stonegate. But real life intrudes sometimes, and so he wasn't able to finish with us. Because Chuck had been with us for so long, and Elias Blaze was such a loved character, it didn't feel right to just have him disappear, or ride off into the shadow realm and never be heard from again. So be sure to tune in 2 weeks to find out the end of Elias Blaze's story. If you enjoyed our podcast and would like to support us, head on over to Patreon and look for Mike the GM. We have several different tiers of support, and one of them actually gives you access to our battle maps, and the highest level tier gives you the battle maps and my Game Master notes. So check us out.